charging. The play here. I'm wondering if they were holding up the play because the Packers made a change in their package of players, and that they have to allow the Browns to
There's
answer.
no timeout on the play. Green Bay took a simulated
tied at 3. The Packers and the Browns are scoreless as they continue to play in Cleveland. Later today on select ESPN radio affiliates, we will have the 49ers and the Cardinals. San Francisco will be without receiver Jerron Jennings, and as expected, Brock Purdy has been ruled out of this game for San Francisco. That game will kick off with our coverage on ESPN Radio at 4 Eastern. Also today, the Bears host the Cowboys. Dallas, a 1.5-point road favorite on ESPN Bet. Baseball playoff races heating up. Astros and Mariners coming up later on ESPN Radio. Our coverage gets underway at 6 Eastern. And a sad note from hockey, Hall of Famer Bernie Parent has died at the age of 80.
Hey, it's Evan Cohen. Coming up Monday, Damian Woody joins us in studio at 7:30 a.m. Eastern to react to Week 3 in the NFL and look ahead to a potential Super Bowl matchup between the Ravens and the Lions.
Right in Chauncey's grill. This is like a superhero power where you're...
Game day, ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, Sirius XM Channel 80. We are presented by Progressive Insurance, 1-888-729-3776. I'm Kevin Clark, alongside...
de Los Ángeles, Stafford bajo centro, trips a la izquierda, corriendo por ese lado izquierdo, un hoyo grandísimo, Kyren Williams, dale más de 10.
Y era lo que te iba a mencionar, se habían ido del juego por tierra, que ha sido la parte más efectiva de ellos hasta ahora. Hasta ahora este muchacho ya...
Bueno, es Corum que corrió ahí.
Sí, pero 6.8 yardas tenían de corrida con Williams y ahora Corum se escapa por el lado izquierdo para 11 yardas y un primer down.
Blake Corum está en el juego. Primer down y 10 desde la 44 de Filadelfia. Dos receptores a la derecha. Devontae Adams solo a la izquierda. Ahora se mueve otro de un lado al otro. Stafford play action. Roll. Buscando pase largo por el lado izquierdo. Adams está solito. Y touchdown Rams.
Wow.
Touchdown Rams. Tremendo pase para Devontae Adams, el veterano Adams que tuvo tantos años con Green Bay, con los Raiders y los Jets, parte de este ataque y un pase perfecto de Matthew Stafford.
Y es lo que hablamos al principio del juego. Esta ofensiva por aire es espectacular y Blankenship
Lo quemaron.
Ni cerca, pero es que ni cerca, Ricky, ni cerca. O sea, esto fue un regalito para Devante Adams, un regalito.
44 yardas.
No, sabíamos que esto no iba a ser fácil.
Cardi para el punto extra. Le mete el pie, distancia, dirección, sí señor. Bueno, el pase de 44 yardas para Devante Adams. Pone los Rams adelante.
The Cardinals seem to be this team.
Están escuchando Tico Sports Eagles.
Esta temporada de la NFL, DraftKings es el lugar para apostar a los touchdowns y ganar en grande. Descarga la app de DraftKings Sportbook y usa el código TICO. Este es el código TICO para recibir $200 en bonus bets al instante cuando hagas tu primera apuesta de $5 en colaboración con DraftKings. La corona es tuya. ¿Problemas de juego? Llama al 1-800-GAMBLER. En Nueva York, llama al 8778-HOP-NY o envía un mensaje de texto con la palabra HOP-NY al 467-369. En Connecticut, hay ayuda disponible para problemas con el juego. Llama al 888-789-7777 o visita ccpg.org.
We're sorry. The station you're trying.
En nombre de Boot Hill Casino y Resorts en Kansas, debe ser mayor de 21 años. Pueden aplicar.
La estación que quiere escuchar no está.
Sportsbook, diagonal promos.
En esta ciudad, los campeones no nacen, se forjan en el campo y en los centros de atención de la región. Los Philadelphia Eagles y Jefferson Health se unen porque saben que la precisión importa, porque cada momento cuenta y porque la atención no se trata solo de lo que sucede en el partido. Se trata de estar presentes todos los días para cada persona en cada vecindario. Somos un solo equipo con un solo objetivo. Juntos cuidar de esta comunidad. Jefferson Health, campeones del cuidado de la salud.
Otras distribuidoras luchan con inventarios bajos y precios altos. En Team Toyota están llenos de inventario de autos usados, con más de 250 en existencia, con filas de Toyota certificados y algo para cada presupuesto. ¿Necesita una camioneta? Tienen montones.
Are your paid search campaigns struggling to drive real growth? Viant helps you reach more of your audience right where they're watching. Streaming TV.
Vea la Ruta 1 en Langhorne y Princeton o en teamtoyota.net.
Esta boca regresa una cadena radial de Tico Sports.
DraftKings les trae los Eagles
Thousands on a new Honda today with 0% finance.
Todo lo que ofrece DraftKings. La corona es tuya. La marcha de los Rams, corta pero efectiva. 3 jugadas. Caminaron 54 yardas. El pase para Devante Adams de 44. Stafford a Adams para poner a los Rams adelante 10-7.
Y ahí está Matt Pryor, nuevamente va a entrar por Lane Johnson. No veo a Lane Johnson por ningún lado.
Bueno, aquí va la patada, Bixby la recoge. Bixby.
You're listening to an Odyssey station that is airing a National Football League game.
No, buen trabajo de ellos, montándolo en la esquinita ahí.
Magnífica la patada.
Y cerrándolo ahí.
Magnífica patada que dio vueltas.
Y Higsby es reconocido por su habilidad de
You're listening to an Odyssey station.
Primer down y 10 desde la 19 para Filadelfia.
Ellos hicieron un switch hacia el lado izquierdo para tratar de penetrar por Matt Pryor y eso generó el sack. Vamos a tener, aquí va a tener que pasar rápido Hurts.
Hurts solito en el rifle.
El lado izquierdo, Ricky, con Saquon también.
Hurts atrás, play action, pase por el medio, es incompleto en busca de A.J. Brown.
Sí, Lake está jugándole a A.J. Brown, pero a mí no me gusta ese matchup.
Omar Spades también le dio un buen golpe. Lake.
Sí, Quinion Lake, si ese hombre le sigue jugando lo va a explotar. Él es un safety, más que ser un cornerback. Este equipo tiene problemas de cornerback, el problema es si Matt Pryor puede aguantar del lado izquierdo. Ahí le montaron a Byron Young, el mejor hombre sack de ellos. Está contra Pryor.
Segundo down y 10. Hurts en el rifle, Barkley a su izquierda. Hurts, Barkley, nada. Dale 2 yardas lo más.
Go to get your game on.
Está totalmente estancada, Ricky. Esto va a ser un tercer down y largo.
Queda 1 minuto en el primer parcial. Rams adelante 10-7.
Y me parece que van a tener que agregar a un tight end para apoyar del lado derecho a Matt Pryor para poder ser efectivo.
Saquon Barkley, solo 4 yardas en 4 corridas hasta ahora.
Eso no va a terminar ahí. Eso no termina ahí.
Yeah, Daniel Jones has that deceptive speed we're talking about. He always is smart to use his legs when he does.
Sack, pero lo plantó Jalen McCullough.
Del safety, vinieron un safety blitz. Y mira, hasta ahora la ofensiva no encuentra respuestas.
Aplastaron a Jalen Hurts con un safety blitz de Jalen McCullough. La bola termina en la línea 11.
Hacía rato que no veía que le pegaban un golpe así de fácil.
Y entraron por el lado de Matt Pryor.
Por ahí está el hueco.
Los Eagles tendrán que despejar cuando regresemos. Acaba el primer parcial. 10-7 a favor de Los Ángeles por Tico Sports Eagles.
Esta temporada de la NFL, DraftKings es el lugar para apostar a los touchdowns y ganar en grande. Descarga la app de DraftKings Sportbook y usa el código TICO. Este es el código TICO para recibir $200 en bonus bets al instante cuando hagas tu primera apuesta de $5 en colaboración con DraftKings. La corona es tuya. ¿Problemas de juego? Llama al 1-800-GAMBLER. En Nueva York, llama al 8778-HOP-NY o envía un mensaje de texto con la palabra HOP-NY al 467-369. En Connecticut, hay ayuda disponible para problemas con el juego. Llama al 888-789-7777 o visita ccpg.org. Juega responsablemente. En nombre de Boot Hill Casino y Resort en Kansas, debe ser mayor de 21 años. Pueden aplicarse cargos en Illinois. La elegibilidad varía durante la jurisdicción. No válido en Ontario. Las apuestas de bono son de un solo uso. La apuesta no se incluye en las ganancias y caducan después de ser otorgadas. La oferta finaliza septiembre 29 de 2025 a las 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Los términos en DraftKings.com/Sportsbook /promos.
En Big Brothers Big Sisters, un niño, un mentor y un momento pueden liberar un potencial infinito. Cuando adultos como tú se unen a Big Brothers Big Sisters, te conviertes en un mentor y te juntan uno a uno con un niño en tu comunidad. Un niño con gran potencial. 30,000 jóvenes esperan. Únete a Big Brothers Big Sisters hoy y sé el mentor de uno de ellos. Empieza a cambiar las cosas hoy en bbbs.org.
The National Museum of the American Latino must find a home, shoulder to shoulder with all of the other museums that weave together the narrative of America.
And it deserves a location that fills the gaps in America's story.
Build it on the National Mall. Our nation's collective story is told on the National Mall of
You're
Washington,
listening to
D.C.
Right where American history is shared with millions of visitors each year.
Build it on the mall.
Build the Latino Museum in the National Mall, where it deserves to be.
Esta boca regresa una cadena radial de Tico Sports.
En el equipo Toyota somos parte del equipo. Visite una de nuestras 3 sucursales en Langhorne, Princeton o Glen Mills o en línea en teamtoyota.net. Trojan's Horse, el caballo de Troya, es la vitamina para el hombre. 93 ingredientes naturales en cada tableta para darle al hombre energía, potencia y resistencia. Yo me tomé mis 4. ¿Cuántas se tomó usted?
Yo me tomé 2.
Trojan's Horse. Proteja su legado.
Enjoy dishes like our
55 to score a touchdown today over on ESPN Bet. Aaron Rodgers 6-7.
437-4757. Producto de Divine Health Products USA.com. Cuarto down.
104 yardas contra 24 de los Eagles.
Tienen que despejar. Braden Manning, el end zone. Suelta la patada. Alto. Profundo. A la 26. 30. Y lo tumban en la 32.
Y hay bandera, Ricky. Hay bandera. Hay banderín ahí.
Xavier Smith es el returner.
Holding contra ellos. Holding contra ellos. Esta jugada, esto es muy importante.
Bueno, el público piensa que es contra los Eagles.
Oye, ojalá que no.
Están reunidos los árbitros. Veremos a ver la penalidad.
O sea, no había mucha gente de la defensa en la parte de atrás del retorno.
No sé si alguien soltó temprano, pudiera ser.
Ojalá levanten Porque la patada fue sensacional. Es contra ellos, creo. Apuntó un referee hacia el lado contrario.
El público molesto con la demora. El grupo de árbitros.
Pero la patada sensacional.
Braden Mann ha tenido una magnífica temporada. Esperamos aquí que nos diga el referee Brad Rogers.
Y pitando los fanáticos.
Yo creo que levantaron el pañuelo posible. Vamos a ver.
No importa que lo levanten, pero me encanta la
During the
posición.
return, holding, return team number 2.
Okay.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 21 of the kicking team. The ball will be offset at the dead ball spot. It's first down, Los Angeles.
Hay penalidades por ambos lados. Un foul personal. Sidney Brown, que ya sabemos, tiene su temperamento. Un foul personal, offsetting. Se cancelan las penalidades y la bola estará ahí donde terminó la jugada.
Mira, interesante lo que acabo de ver, Ricky. Sacaron a Macúa y metieron a Sidney Brown, tal vez para tratar de presionar adelante, porque él es mucho más físico.
Stafford, primer down y 10.
Más físico con el juego por tierra.
Corriendo por el lado derecho, un buen avance para Kyren Williams.
Los Eagles no tienen respuesta con el juego por tierra y hasta ahora le están dando duro, Ricky.
A la 48, 14 yardas para Kyren Williams.
Ellos tienen 51 yardas por tierra, 67 por aire. Los Eagles tienen 26 por tierra y menos 2 por aire.
Primer down y 10 desde la 47.
La defensa tiene que elevar su juego.
Dos receptores a la derecha, uno a la izquierda. Stafford bajo centro. Stafford, Williams, nada. Esta vez lo plantaron. Zach Bond, penetración.
Va a perder yardas aquí.
Penetración de Bond, lo tumba detrás de la línea de confrontación.
Le pusieron 2nd y 11. Yo creo que esto es 2nd y 12 más.
Segundo down y largo, sea como sea.
Sí, no, lo adelantó el referee, la colocación de la pelota. Va a ser 11.
Segundo y 11 desde la 46.
Es ahorita, Ricky. La defensa se tiene que elevar ahora. Si no se va a ir, se va a poner esto complicado. Estás abajo por 3.
Dos receptores a la izquierda. Stafford en el rifle. Stafford atrás. Busca el pase. Es completo.
Pero es corto.
Pero el avance de 3 yardas. Busca Nakua.
Qué bárbaro. Nakua y este hombre increíble. Llegaron a este juego con Nakua con 18 atrapadas y Adams con 10. Tercer down, Ricky. Esto es una de las jugadas más importantes de esta primera parte del juego.
Y el tercer receptor, Tutu Atwell, también.
La presión adelante es fundamental.
Tercer down. Stafford atrás. Stafford busca pase largo y es incompleto y hay un pañuelo.
Un pañuelo es contra Quinion Mitchell. Y van a poner la pelota en la yarda 30.
Pass interference.
Interferencia.
Defense, number 27.
Come on, Quinion, let's go.
First down.
Interferencia Quinion Mitchell contra Devontae Adams. Lo agarró por la cintura. Van a poner la bola en la 33 de los Eagles y un primer down. Posiblemente salvó un touchdown porque Adams tenía camino abierto en el post pattern cortando por el centro. 17 yardas el avance. Stafford, primer down. Corriendo con Williams, no hay nada. 2 yardas lo más.
Por dentro él no está corriendo tan efectivamente, sino por afuera. Esto lo que hace es comer reloj. Quedan 12 minutos y 45 segundos, pero la ofensiva de los Rams hasta ahora está dominando en el terreno, a pesar de la intercepción.
Segundo down y 8. Stafford manda a Adams a la izquierda.
Necesitan una jugada, un turnover aquí, algo grande, Ricky.
Stafford bajo centro. Stafford corriendo con Williams por el medio. Williams, buen avance.
Casi
cerca del first down. Y sigue fajado y creo que posiblemente lo consigue.
Creo que va a estar media yarda detrás. a donde vemos a los referees, lo tenemos justo delante de nosotros.
Ahora se mide todo electrónicamente.
Le dio el primer down.
First down, ese segundo esfuerzo. First down, Rams.
Sí, Dave dice que se ve generoso. Yo también estoy de acuerdo contigo, Dave.
Pero todo es medido electrónicamente.
Sí.
Con la bola a la 23. Primer down y 10. Stafford, bajo centro. Stafford se la vuelve a dar a Williams. Williams bailando. Williams busca 7, 8 yardas para Kyren Williams.
La ofensiva de los Rams es seria.
Vinieron hoy a fajarse los Rams.
El time clock, se despertaron temprano los muchachos.
Tomando las cosas donde lo dejaron en aquel partido de playoff donde estaban dominando en el último parcial.
136 yardas Rams, 24 Eagles hasta esta parte del juego.
El touchdown de los Eagles vino después de la entrega, la intercepción de Bond. Segundo down y 3 desde la 16. Stafford bajo centro, se la vuelve a dar por el centro. Williams, este es Blake Corum. Corum hasta la 6. First down, Rams.
Casi se escapa, se escapa.
Blake Corum de nuevo, alternándose aquí con Kyren Williams.
No los puedes dejar que anoten un touchdown, Ricky. Aquí tienen que buscar lo imposible para tratar de que no anoten.
Primer down y goal desde la 6.
Tiene que hacer lo imposible, porque si no, la cosa esta se va a complicar.
Bajo centro, Stafford. Stafford moviendo un receptor hacia la izquierda. Stafford del pase por el medio y es incompleto.
Muy alto ahí ese pase.
Devontae Adams, buena cobertura de Quentin Mitchell. Segundo down y goal.
Hasta ahora, Adams tiene 2 touchdowns. Nakuba todavía no tiene touchdown. Nakuba es muy bueno. Y mira, sacaron a Adams del juego. Eso quiere decir que van a correr.
Lo tapó Bennett.
Sí, fue Bennett.
Segundo down y goal. Desde las 6. Stafford bajo centro. Manda 2 receptores a la izquierda. Nakuba en el slot. Stafford corriendo por el lado derecho. Williams llega hasta la 3, la 2 posiblemente.
Esto es lo mejor que le puede pasar a los Eagles, que sigan corriendo con la pelota. Tercer down y 2.
Tercero y goal desde la 2.
Ahora entra Adams. Ahora se van, de acuerdo a la jugada, se van por aire. Mira, sacaron a Adams ahora nuevamente.
Veremos saber lo que tiene en mente aquí.
Sacando a Adams, tal vez se vayan por tierra. Vamos a ver.
Doble tight ends.
O tal vez a uno de los tight ends.
Stafford bajo centro. Stafford corriendo por el medio. Y creo que la anota. Touchdown Rams. Touchdown Rams, pero hay un pañuelo. Pañuelo contra los Rams.
Ajá, un holding. Ahora va a venir Adams, ahora de vuelta.
Brad Rogers.
Holding. Offense. Number 65. 10-yard penalty. Third down.
Holding contra Shelton.
Esto es lo mejor que le podía pasar a los Eagles aquí. No puede permitir más de 3 puntos.
La jugada número 10 de la marcha.
The enforcement of the foul will be from the goal line because the hold happened in the end zone. The clock will start on the snap.
La bola está en la línea 12. Bueno, vamos a ver, la van a poner a dónde. Todavía no la han puesto. Está la 10.
Okay. Bueno, aquí tercer down y 10, Ricky. Va por aire.
Tercero y gol desde la 10.
Los Eagles no pueden cometer errores aquí. Tiene que haber una buena presión por parte de la línea.
Stafford en el rifle. Bigsby se mueve al otro lado. Stafford atrás. Stafford, no hay presión ninguna. Stafford tiene el día entero para tirar por el centro y es incompleto.
Botó la pelota ya el amigo Cooper de Jean. Hizo su magia ya al final. Increíble, se podía haber quedado más tiempo con la pelota.
Pensó que tenía un hombre abierto y entonces Se deshizo de la bola.
Sí, estaba buscando a Higbee, que estaba contra Higbee estaba contra Cooper de G. Y van a tener que patear otro field goal. Esto es una victoria grandísima para los Eagles.
Esa penalidad mató el touchdown. Cardi de 28 yardas. Joshua Cardi le mete el pie. Tiene distancia, dirección, sí señor. Cardi conecta por segunda vez.
Sí, Pryor sigue con el helmet, así que va a regresar. Lane Johnson no regresa por
Faltan
ahora.
9 con 15 segundos. Los Ángeles 13, Filadelfia 7. Por Chico Sports Eagles.
Cuando el médico nos dijo que mi mamá tenía cáncer, me sentí tan desesperada, hasta que llamé a la Sociedad de Lucha contra la Leucemia y el Linfoma y hablé con Ana. Ella respondió a todas mis preguntas sobre la enfermedad, las opciones de tratamiento y los gastos correspondientes. Su apoyo y compasión nos dieron fuerza. Hoy voy a llamar a Ana para contarle que mi mamá está venciendo el cáncer. Para más información, visite lls.org/español.
Otras distribuidoras luchan con inventarios bajos y precios altos. En Team Toyota están llenos de inventario de autos usados, con más de 250 en existencia, con filas de Toyota certificados y algo para cada presupuesto. ¿Necesita una camioneta? Tienen montones. Presentando Warranty Forever, una inspección de calidad de 132 puntos, un informe Carfax y un año de mantenimiento gratis incluidos. Ve a la Ruta 1 en Langhorne y Princeton o en teamtoyota.net.
Tico Productions es una compañía bilingüe de multimedios. Si tu negocio o empresa necesita de un video corporativo, diseño gráfico, fotografía o hasta de una página web, no esperes más y visita ticoproductions.com. Tico hará que tu empresa se vea, se escuche y se sienta bien. Visita ticoproductions.com, mándanos un mensaje y déjanos ayudarte.
En Estados Unidos, el área donde naces puede determinar tu futuro. Si este bebé hubiera nacido a unas millas de distancia, las probabilidades de que deje la escuela serían altísimas. Si hubiera nacido 5 millas al norte, la probabilidad de que sea afectado por crimen subiría. Pero tan solo en la ciudad vecina, sus probabilidades de vivir una vida sana son muy altas. En la Y, nuestros programas ayudan a mejorar la calidad de vida de las personas. Apoyen su Y local ingresando a ymca.net/Forever Us.
Estamos de regreso en la cadena radial de Tico Sports.
La marcha de los Rams, 12 jugadas, mataron 5
So they
minutos
stock
y 34
850-900
segundos de
improved.
reloj. Caminaron 55.
White Sox baseball is on.
De 28 para Cardi. Los Ángeles
First and
arriba aquí
18 after the
13-7.
penalty, 12 and a half
Bueno,
to
hasta
go.
ahora los
Second
Eagles
quarter,
no han
14-0
tenido
Vikings.
suerte
Wentz
con las
takes the snap.
posiciones.
Halftime, throws
Consiguieron un
across the
touchdown
middle.
después de la intercepción, pero no han
At
hecho
Nielsen
absolutamente
Dodd.
nada. Tres jugadas en la segunda drive.
Line.
Tres jugadas menos
No
5
office
yardas en el
visits,
tercer
no pharmacy
drive,
line.
3 jugadas y menos 8 yardas. Esta ofensiva tiene que despertar, Ricky.
Cardi con la patada. La bola termina en la zona de aterrizaje y se le cae a Mechi. Recoge a la 10 por afuera. Ahora Mechi tiene camino abierto. 50, ¿no?
Hay como 100 pañuelos en el terreno.
Esto va a ser contra los Eagles. Llegó hasta la 28, pero me imagino que esto va a ser contra Filadelfia.
Va a empezar en la yarda 10, yo me imagino, por ahí, 10, 12.
En el equipo Toyota somos parte del equipo. Visite una de nuestras 3 sucursales en Langhorne, Princeton o Glen Mills, o en línea en teamtoyota.net. Toyota, vayamos juntos. Y están juntos de nuevo los árbitros. Bueno, a ver lo que deciden.
Yo me
aquí.
imagino que esto es holding contra los Eagles. O illegal block.
Están yendo.
And Marcus Jones is going to let it go over his head, lands at the 9, and skips sideways along the far side of the field and rolls out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. So, great job by Waitman. 7:20 remains in the second quarter from Gillette Stadium. Steelers football continues with a score. The Steelers 14, the Patriots 7.
Now more than ever, it's imperative to support companies that share our conservative values. That's
bloqueo por atrás de
las dos cosas que pueden suceder sucedieron, básicamente. El holding y el
bloqueo ilegal.
El illegal block. Ahí está, mira. Bueno, vamos a ver, Ricky.
La bola está entre la 8 y la 9. Bueno, tiene la espalda contra la pared. Primer down y 10.
You're listening to an...
Jalen Hurts manda dos receptores a la derecha. Darius Cooper.
Wow.
Está a la derecha también con Smith. Hurts, Barkley, Saquon, no hay nada, una yarda nomás.
La línea y siguen corriendo hacia la derecha, Ricky. ¿Por qué no corren hacia la izquierda donde están Dickerson y Mailata, que son todos hombres grandes? O sea, Saquon Barkley, yo estoy impresionado lo poco que ha podido hacer hoy.
Están usando a Darius Cooper. Hurts de 5-2, 16 yardas hasta ahora, segundo down.
Y Barkley con 6 yardas en total en 5 corridas.
Hurts atrás, busca el pase. Se la pasa a Barkley, lo tienen amarrado y lo sacan en la 11.
Y hay una penalidad, Ricky.
Hay un pañuelo y esto va a ser holding, me parece. Pudiera ser contra los Rams, vamos a ver.
Si fuera contra los Eagles, yo lo en contra de los Eagles.
There's no foul on the play.
Okay,
It's
no
third down.
Levantaron el pañuelo.
Sí, yo no hubiera, mira,
rechazado la penalidad.
Sí, interesante. Entra Dillon, eso quiere decir que va a pasar y Dillon le va a servir como protección a Hurts.
Entra Dotson. Tercer down y 7 desde la línea 12.
Ellos no tienen buenos esquineros. Lamentablemente el juego por aire de los Eagles inexistente.
Dos receptores a la derecha.
También Goddard no lo ha utilizado en el día de hoy.
Brown a la izquierda, Hurts en el rifle. Dillon en el corredor.
No están blitz, Ricky.
Hurts atrás. Hurts con tiempo, suelta pase largo por el lado derecho y es incompleto.
El tiro de Hurts tomó mucho tiempo y le dio tiempo a los jugadores de la defensa de llegarle a la pelota.
Recuperarse.
No fue un fly, más allá de ser un tiro duro. Y Lake de nuevo ha estado todo el día ahí montado arriba de los Eagles.
Atravesado ahí la defensa. Tienen que despejar 3 y fuera.
Y el problema de eso es que le da 7 minutos y 55 segundos a una ofensiva tan potente de poder anotar.
Bueno, vamos a ver si Mann suelta otra buena patada.
La necesitan.
Braden Mann, una bomba.
Es buena.
Pero no tan buena como la otra. Aquí van a recibir la 32. Van a la 40, a la 46. Buen retorno.
Bueno, los Eagles van a necesitar para regresar a este juego otra intercepción o otro fumble. Necesitan forzar una pelota aquí porque la ofensiva de los Eagles está inoperable.
Philadelphia Eagles Football en español es presentado por DraftKings. DraftKings, la corona es tuya. Por Verizon, la red más grande y más poderosa. La red que América confía. La red 5G, 5G oficial de la Liga Nacional de Fútbol Americano. Por Wawa, el hockey oficial de los Philadelphia Eagles. No se olviden de Ricky's Wawa Wrap-Up mañana por la mañana por Mega Nation. Hablamos sobre el resultado del partido y el partido de la semana que viene en Tampa. Y también por Trojan's Horse, el caballo de Troya, el multivitamínico 100% natural para el hombre. Pruébelo para que usted vea. Llame al 1-800-437-4757 o visite DivineHealthProductsUSA.com. Trojan's Horse, el caballo de Troya, y cada vez que hay un jugador lesionado, y el ejemplo grande hoy es Lane Johnson, el reporte de los lesionados es presentado por Jefferson Health. Llama al 1-800-JEFF-NOW y hasta ahora esa lesión de Lane Johnson se ve claramente el hueco que hay en el lado derecho de la línea ofensiva.
Y él está ahí, él está en la banca, pero no tiene como una banda en la cabeza. Lane Johnson está ahí en la banda, está hablando con Mailata. Primero que nada, no entiendo por qué siguen corriendo del lado de Lane Johnson. Mira, los Commanders le ganan 10-3. Eso lo vamos a cubrir a la mitad del tiempo. Los Commanders ganan 10-3 al equipo de Las Vegas. 10-3 al equipo de Las Vegas. El equipo de Pittsburgh, los Steelers, le ganan 14-7 allá en New England a los Patriots. Mientras tanto que Minnesota 17-0 le está metiendo 17-0 Cincinnati.
Isaiah Rodgers, el ex Eagle, con un pick six.
Increíble. Jacksonville le gana 7-3 a Houston. Houston se ha visto perdido este año.
Tampa Bay ganando también.
Tampa Bay.
A los Jets.
Tampa Bay le gana 10-6 a los Jets. Los Jets están en problema, Ricky.
Miami y los Jets pudieran verse el lunes que viene en el Monday Night Football. 0-3 cada uno en un partido de desesperación.
Sí, mira, ahí para mí, ¿cómo se llama? McDaniel está en problema. Está en serio problema. Podría perder. Mira, ahí está Darren Sproles. Oye, ¿dónde está Darren Sproles cuando lo necesita?
El pequeño gigante. Primer down, Stafford corriendo por el medio. Dale 3 yardas. Va Kyron Williams.
Ricky, mira esto. El juego por tierra de ellos, 5.9 yardas por corrida. El de los Eagles. ¿Sabes cuántas carreras por el averaje de Barkley? En 5 carreras de 1 yarda. Por carrera. Imposible. Y Hurts tiene 4 corridas de 22 yardas. Tiene un averaje de 5.5. Con el touchdown, el touch push.
Segundo down y 6. Stafford bajo centro. Stafford, play action. Busca pase, tiene hombre abierto, completo, hasta la 34. Este es Puka Nacua. First down, Los Ángeles.
Cooper de Jean, pero qué jugadores de Puka Nacua, qué jugador. A este hombre le asomas algo cerquita y jamás se le va a caer la pelota.
Bueno, dejaron libre a Cooper Kupp porque sabían que este muchacho Nacua es un número 1 en cualquier equipo.
Y traes a Adams y le das la combinación perfecta a este equipo.
Con la bola a la 35.
Y vienen a Filadelfia y te dicen presente aquí. Tienen 172 yardas ya de ofensiva.
Stafford en el rifle. 3 receptores a la izquierda. Stafford atrás. Pase corto es completo. Tremendo pase. Davante Adams. Tiró del lado del brazo ahí Matthew Stafford.
Mira, Matthew Stafford es uno de los mejores quarterbacks que hay en la NFL y por bastante.
Fue la selección número 1 de los Leones de Detroit.
De Georgia.
Ya hace rato ya.
De la Universidad de Georgia.
Un bulldog.
Su esposa tuvo problemas de cáncer y fue
una historia bonita.
Una historia muy bonita.
Segundo down y 6. Obviamente bonita porque todo salió bien.
Sí.
2 receptores a la derecha. Ahora se mueve uno a la izquierda. Stafford corriendo. Este es Corum. Blake Corum. First down y más.
Mira, el juego, el outside run de los Rams está acabando con la defensa de los Eagles. Los Eagles no tienen suficiente velocidad para llegar. Y eso es el edge. El edge no tiene. Ahí estaba Uche y no consiguió nada. Tuvo que venir a Dory Jackson.
El segundo nivel de la defensa es lo que están haciendo el tackle.
Que es increíble, Ricky. No hemos mencionado el nombre de Dory Jackson en todo el juego porque no lo están atacando a él.
Y lo sacan del juego. Aquí sale Dory Jackson.
Primer down y 10 en la 22.
Stafford corriendo por el lado izquierdo. Un wide receiver handoff. Y un avance de, vamos a ver cuánto le dan. 6 yardas.
Sí, mira, todos son yardas productivas. Mientras tanto, la ofensiva de los Eagles.
Ese es Jordan.
Bien, gracias.
Whittingham.
Y Jordan Whittington,
mejor dicho. Exacto.
98 yardas por tierra para ellos. Y los Eagles con 102 yardas contra 27.
Segundo down y 4. Stafford bajo centro. Stafford corriendo por el medio. Nada. Una pared de defensa esta vez.
Y va a ser tercer down, Ricky.
Trataron con Williams por el medio. Y va a forzar un tercer down.
Bueno, si los Eagles llegan a tener el milagro, yo te digo, si yo fuera ellos, yo voy por ella. Quedan 4 minutos y 10 segundos. Ambos equipos tienen 3 timeouts.
Tercer down y 3.
Sacan a Byron Young de la cancha y ahí entró a Dory Jackson. Pensando que se van por aire. Yo no estoy tan seguro.
De 2-0 en tercer downs. Stafford en el rifle. Stafford atrás. Busca el pase y es incompleto.
Muy duro y muy alto.
Buscando a Davante Adams.
Y van a patear, Ricky. Van a meter el field goal para irse por más de un touchdown arriba.
Por 2 anotaciones.
Sí.
Sale Cardi. Apretó la defensa de Filadelfia.
Si esta patada es buena, se irían arriba por 9.
Cardi, esta patada de 33, básicamente un extra point.
Y esto fuerza a los Eagles a la ofensiva a decir qué es lo que tienen.
Cardi listo, le mete el pie. Distancia, dirección, sí señor. Joshua Cardi. Otro más. Tiene 3 field goals. Quedan 3:43. Los Ángeles 16. Filadelfia 7. Philadelphia Eagles Football en español. Presentado por Verizon, la red en la que confía América. La red oficial 5G de la Liga Nacional de Fútbol Americano. Oscar, la semana que viene vamos a estar en el Raymond James Stadium en Tampa, Florida. Los Eagles, los Bucaneros de Tampa, que comenzaron hoy con 3 de los 5 de la línea ofensiva fuera de acción. Mock, el guard, la guardia derecha, Carl Mock, fuera el resto de la temporada. Y con todo eso le están ganando a los Jets.
10-6.
Pero Baker Mayfield y ese equipo de Tampa le ha dado agua de tomar a los Eagles por largo rato.
Mira, y a Hurts no ha podido hacer nada contra el coach de ellos. Recuérdame el nombre del coach.
Todd Bowles.
De Bowles. Bowles ha tenido siempre el número de Hurts. Y mira, Ricky, la cosa no se le va a poner fácil a los Eagles aquí. La ofensiva ha estado... Mira, las yardas netas por aire de los Eagles en estos momentos está en 0. Las yardas por pase. Increíble, los Eagles con solamente 27 yardas y el equipo de los Rams con 192. Aquí vino un solo equipo a jugar y hasta ahora no han sido los Eagles.
8 jugadas en esa marcha de los Rams. Caminaron 39 yardas en 4 minutos y 1 segundo. Gol de campo de Cardi. 33 yardas. Los Ángeles arriba 16-7. Pues ese partido el domingo que viene a la misma hora, 1 de la tarde.
Y ese es me preocupa la temperatura.
Calor.
La semana pasada jugaron a 93 grados allá en Kansas City, que es bueno. Y los Eagles se van a ir un día antes para tratar de ponerse los Ivy.
De ajustarse, sí.
De ajustarse, porque de verdad que el calor los desarmó completamente allá en Tampa.
Bueno, vimos lo que le pasó a Jordan Davis de los calambres. Bueno, aquí quedan 3 minutos y 43 segundos, 3 timeouts. A ver lo que tiene en mente aquí.
Los Eagles tienen un récord de 19-1. Y ese juego que perdieron fue 18-1. Y el juego que perdieron fue cuando Hurts salió del primer cuarto allá en Washington. O sea, los números de los Eagles son increíbles. Pero aquí la ofensiva totalmente desaparecida. Necesitan despertarse.
La falta de Lane Johnson es inmensa. Aquí va la patada. Oh, la bola se le cae a Bixby de nuevo. Lo recupera en la 10 y lo tumban en la 12. Wow.
Bueno, 3 veces consecutivas se le ha caído la pelota a los receptores.
Ya en Bixby de nuevo.
El equipo especial de los Eagles va a tener que trabajar más duro.
El debut de Bixby aquí en Filadelfia no ha sido muy positivo.
Bueno, vamos a ver. Quedan 3 minutos y 36 segundos. La ofensiva de los Eagles no es una ofensiva tan explosiva. Pero vamos a ver si se abre el juego ahora aquí.
La bola está en la línea 14. Primer down y 10. Dobson y Brown a la derecha. Smith a la izquierda. Barkley, el corredor, bajo centro Hurts.
Han tratado de establecer el juego por tierra, pero yo me iría al aire ahorita.
Hurts. Play action, Hurts atrás, pase de pantalla, es completo. Se suelta Barkley, pero no consigue nada. Perdió una yarda. Atraso.
Sí, es muy conservador en la ofensiva. Un pase, un screen pass aquí, muy corto.
Hay un pañuelo y es contra los Eagles.
Eso debe ser un holding, me imagino. Ojalá fuera contra los Rams.
Brad Rodgers. After the play, personal foul. Number 11.
A.J. Brown.
Distance to the goal from the end of the run will be second down.
A.J. Brown culpable de un foul personal.
Wow. La frustración que hay. Es que hay que irse por el aire. Aquí hay que tratar de arriesgar más. Una de las cosas que le dicen a Hurts es que él no arriesga suficiente. Y yo entiendo, evitas los problemas, no quieres que te intercepten, pero necesitan ser más dinámica esta ofensiva.
Bueno, es un segundo down y 16.
Y se siente la tensión en el ambiente, Ricky.
Hurts bajo centro.
Con un fullback.
Hurts. Se la dan aquí a Barkley. Se escapa de la primera ola, pero no de la segunda.
No hay espacio, es que ¿por qué corre? Un segundo down y 16 yardas. Busca un pase.
Latu entró al juego como abre camino.
Tiene los dos de los mejores receptores en la NFL, en A.J. Brown y en Smitty. Te ha probado que la línea no te está dando los espacios. Tienes que buscar el juego por aire.
Tercer down y largo. Tercero y 15. No puedes tomar el riesgo aquí tampoco de una entrega.
No, y el problema es que le vas a dar 2 minutos a Stafford y te va a comer vivo.
Hurts en el rifle, 2 receptores a la derecha.
Ellos jugando atrás. O que el mismo Hurts corra con la pelota.
Hurts se la dan a Barkley y no lo consigue. Llegó hasta la 15 y este público está molesto con el play calling y van a tener que despejar. Se fueron a lo conservador de nuevo en esta marcha. La penalidad de Brown no ayudó a la causa.
Yo prefiero a Hurts con la pelota, corriendo en situaciones como esta, porque Barkley se lleva a la defensa hacia un lado, Hurts corre hacia el otro y es mucho más efectivo si decides correr con la pelota.
Vamos a llegar al aviso de 2 minutos, 2-minute warning, para llegar a halftime.
This is the 2-minute warning.
Quedan 2 minutos para halftime. En el medio tiempo no se vayan. Oscar les trae los numeritos de la primera mitad y la pizarra completa de la NFL presentado por el equipo Toyota. Somos parte del equipo. Regresamos en breve por Chicos Sports Eagles.
Esta temporada de la NFL, DraftKings es el lugar para apostar a los touchdowns y ganar en grande. Descarga la app de DraftKings Sportbook y usa el código TICO. Este es el código TICO para recibir $200 en bonus bets al instante cuando hagas tu primera apuesta de $5 en colaboración con DraftKings. La corona es tuya. ¿Problemas de juego? Llama al 1-800-GAMBLER. En Nueva York, llama al 8778-HOP-NY o envía un mensaje de texto con la palabra HOP-NY al 467-369. En Connecticut, hay ayuda disponible para problemas con el juego. Llama al 888-789-7777 o visita ccpg.org. Juega responsablemente. En nombre de Boot Hill Casino y Resort en Kansas, debe ser mayor de 21 años. Pueden aplicarse cargos en Illinois. La elegibilidad varía durante la jurisdicción. No válido en Ontario. Las apuestas de bono son de un solo uso. La apuesta no se incluye en las ganancias y caducan después de ser otorgadas. La oferta finaliza septiembre 29 de 2025 a las 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Los términos en DraftKings.com/sportsbook/ promos.
Los Hoagies de Wawa son la elección ganadora para el día de juego. Cada hoagie está hecho con los ingredientes que se te antojan en las variedades que amas. Desde un cheesesteak tostado hasta uno de albóndiga que se te hará agua a la boca, italiano y más. Hay un hoagie para cada estado de ánimo y cada apetito. Ordene por adelantado, recogida desde tu auto o entrega a domicilio disponible en el app de Wawa. Cuando estés planeando para el juego, nosotros te tenemos cubierto con Wawa Catering. Haz el día de juego un ganador con los Hoagies de Wawa, bocaditos y bebidas. Wawa es el hoagie oficial de los Philadelphia Eagles.
Cuando el médico nos dijo que mi mamá tenía cáncer, me sentí tan desesperada hasta que llamé a la Sociedad de Lucha contra la Leucemia y el Linfoma y hablé con Ana. Ella respondió a todas mis preguntas sobre la enfermedad, las opciones de tratamiento y los gastos correspondientes. Su apoyo y compasión nos dieron fuerza. Hoy voy a llamar a Ana para contarle que mi mamá está venciendo el cáncer. Para más información, visite lls.org/español.
Estamos de regreso en la cadena radial de Tico Sports.
Quedan 2 minutos para llegar al medio tiempo. Los Rams tienen los 3 timeouts y van a recibir la bola en buena posición. Otra patada de Braden Mann. Le mete el pie. Y no tan buena esta vez. Reciben en la 45, cruzan al territorio de los Eagles.
No, es increíble lo que te digo. Le da 1 minuto y 52 minutos a Stafford.
Y ya está de este lado.
La única buena noticia que les doy es esta. Los Eagles reciben la pelota en la segunda mitad. Pero de verdad, Ricky, esta ofensiva totalmente estancada.
Xavier Smith con el retorno que la pone en la 49 de Filadelfia. Primer down y 10 Rams.
El juego por aire de los Eagles en este momento está en -1 yarda neta. -1.
Stafford bajo centro. Trabajando aquí con 3 timeouts.
Un turnover, una pérdida de pelota, algo así.
Stafford corriendo por el medio, se suelta el corredor y consigue first down. Ese es Kyron Williams por el centro de la defensa. Se escapó de Zach Bond y consigue 12 yardas por la bola a la 36. Primer down y 10. Stafford atrás. Stafford con tiempo, suelta el pase. El pase es completo. Davante Adams.
Sí, hasta ahora hemos visto la cobertura de Quinion Mitchell contra Adams y Adams hasta ahora la está ganando.
Tremendo pase también de Stafford. Te la pone ahí en las manos.
Él y Brady son unos magos colocando la pelota en el estómago.
Segundo down y 2 desde la 28. Stafford corriendo. Esta vez paran al corredor Williams.
Sí, Zach Bond ahí con una gran jugada.
Penetración de Bond, lo paró.
Tercero y 2, Ricky.
Tercer down y 2. Vamos a ver si los Rams usan un timeout o los Eagles.
Y aquí están en posición de field goal. Quedan 40 segundos. Los Eagles quieren que esto se acabe ya, ¿oíste? Quieren ir a los camerinos a tratar de reencontrarse ofensivamente.
Tercer down. Tercero y 2. Jugada grande. Stafford bajo centro. Stafford. Play action. Busca pase por el lado izquierdo y es completo e incompleto.
Y ahí hubo un holding. Un holding contra uno de los receptores que se escapó.
No, Cuba le pasó por las manos.
Y no se la cantaron, sí. Los pases de Stafford no han estado tan precisos en este segundo cuarto. Ese pase fue alto, al igual el de Adams hacia la izquierda.
Bueno, viene Cardi. Esto va a ser de 46 para otro gol de campo.
Los pondría ellos arriba por 12.
Joshua Cardi.
Falla.
Le mete el pie. Tiene distancia, dirección. Sí, señor. Cardi conecta por cuarta vez. Y los Rams extienden la ventaja a 19-7 con solo 10 segundos que faltan para llegar a halftime. Bueno.
Mira, y estuvo cerca de pasar del poste ahí, del poste izquierdo. Pero Nanaina están arriba por 12 puntos, Ricky. Una paliza hasta ahora.
Dominación completa. La anotación de los Eagles vino después de la entrega, la intercepción de Zach Bond. Y todo indicaba en aquel momento que los Eagles tenían el momento.
Y la única razón que los Eagles están en este juego es por la intercepción de Zach Bond. La única razón que los Eagles están en este juego.
10 segundos quedan para llegar a halftime. La marcha de los Rams, 5 jugadas, caminaron 20 yardas, mataron 1 minuto y 42 segundos de reloj. El gol de campo, 43 yardas. Ahí va la patada y esta vez no llega al landing zone. Esto le va a dar buena posición a los Eagles, pero con solo 10 segundos no.
Bueno, yo hago un pase buscando un field goal. Tienes 10 segundos y tienes 3 timeouts.
A ver cómo.
Yo busco aquí un pase largo a buscar la posibilidad de un field goal.
La bola la ponen entonces en la 35.
Para terminar con algo positivo, ¿no? Mira, van a sentarse, creo.
Los Eagles se van a...
O engáñalo.
Los fanáticos no están contentos, se van a arrodillar. El reloj llega a 0. Wow. Desde la 35 valía la pena, aunque sea un pase. Se acaba la primera mitad de acción. Los Rams de Los Ángeles alante de los Eagles de Filadelfia, 19-7. Oscar Budegen con los numeritos de la primera mitad, numeritos feos. La pizarra completa de la NFL y más por Chico Sports Eagles.
Otras distribuidoras luchan con inventarios bajos y precios altos. En Team Toyota están llenos de inventario de autos usados, con más de 250 en existencia, con filas de Toyota certificados y algo para cada presupuesto. ¿Necesita una camioneta? Tienen montones. Presentando Warranty Forever, una inspección de calidad de 132 puntos, un informe Carfax y un año de mantenimiento gratis incluidos. Ve a la Ruta 1 en Langhorne y Princeton o en teamtoyota.net.
Amigos, Ricky Ricardo para el Trojan Horse, el caballo de Troya, el multivitamínico 100% natural para el hombre, el que ayuda en cada capacidad de la vida diaria masculina. Hoy más que nunca hace falta la energía, potencia y resistencia que les ofrecen Trojan Horse. Llame al 1-800-437-4757 con 93 ingredientes naturales que ayudan en la pelea contra el virus. Llame ahora mismo al 1-800-437-4757. Visite la página web divinehealthproductsusa.com o llame ahora mismo al 1-800-437-4757. Y no se olviden de la Fusta, New Jersey, localizado en el 1110 Tonelli Avenue en North Bergen. La mejor casa argentina en todo New Jersey. Usan carbón natural de madera, nunca se usa gas. Espacioso para grupos y íntimo para una pareja. La Fusta, New Jersey, la parrillada argentina oficial de los Yankees en español.
Touchdown. Y este es uno de Verizon, porque ahora todos los clientes, sean nuevos o existentes, obtienen 3 años de precio bajo garantizado en cualquier plan con My Plan. Sí, escuchaste bien, 3 años de precio bajo garantizado. Una gran oferta para todos, porque el marcador de un partido puede cambiar, pero tu precio no. Visita tu tienda Verizon hoy. La garantía del precio se aplica solo a la tarifa mensual base. Aplican términos adicionales. Verizon.
Estamos de regreso en la cadena radial de Tico Sports.
Queridos amigos, llegamos al show del halftime, presentados ustedes por el Team Toyota, patrocinador del drive del partido. En el equipo Toyota somos parte del equipo. Visita una de nuestras 3 sucursales en Langhorne, Princeton o Glen Mill, o en línea en teamtoyota.net. 19-7. Gana el equipo de los Rams en casa. Esto no se ha visto desde hace mucho tiempo, amigos. Jalen Hurts de 8-4 y 17 yardas a nivel por el aire, con un quarterback rating de 56.2, mientras tanto que Stafford tiene de 17-8 para 97 yardas, un touchdown y una intercepción. En términos de primeros downs, 13-4 para el equipo de Los Ángeles contra Filadelfia. 13-4 la ventaja. En terceros down, uno de los dos equipos ha completado un tercer down. Los Eagles de 6-0, mientras tanto que los Rams de 4-0. Pero en términos de total yardas ha sido una explosión la ofensiva del equipo de los Rams, que sabíamos que se veía venir. Estamos hablando de un total de yardas netas de 212 para los Rams y 33 para los Eagles. 212 contra 33. El juego por tierra de los Eagles ha generado 34 yardas, mientras que el juego por aire, en términos de yardas netas, -1. Por el otro lado, el equipo de los Rams tiene 97 yardas por el aire, 115 por tierra. Penalidades ambos dos para Rams, 3 para Eagles. Turnovers, que para mí es una de las razones por las cuales los Eagles están todavía en este juego. Tiene 1-0 a favor de los Eagles. Touchdowns, ambos equipos tienen un touchdown, pero los Rams tienen 4 field goals, que ha sido la diferencia. También los Rams han controlado el reloj con 17 minutos 51 segundos contra 12 minutos y 9 segundos para los Eagles. En términos de por tierra, Hurts tiene 5 corridas para 21 yardas y Saquon Barkley, increíble, después de las 255 yardas del año pasado y las 250 en los playoffs, tiene solamente 7 corridas de 13 yardas, un averaje malísimo de 1.9. Mientras tanto que el juego por tierra del equipo de los Rams ha estado ahí. Tienen 115 yardas, de los cuales con un averaje de 5.8. Bueno, Adams tiene un total de 3 recepciones para 56 yardas y un touchdown. Y Puka Nacua tiene un total de 33 yardas en un total de 4 recepciones. Vinny tiene 2 recepciones, Barkley tiene 2. Y créanlo o no, A.J. Brown tiene un solo target de 0 recepciones y 0 yardas para él. Vamos a una pequeña pausa, queridos amigos, y ya regresamos a este halftime show a nombre de Tico Sports Eagles con el marcador 19-7 ganando los Rams de Los Ángeles.
Tico Productions es una compañía bilingüe de multimedios. Si tu negocio o empresa necesita de un video corporativo, diseño gráfico, fotografía o hasta de una página web, no esperes más y visita ticoproductions.com. Tico hará que tu empresa se vea, se escuche y se sienta bien. Visita ticoproductions.com, mándanos un mensaje y déjanos ayudarte.
National Museum of the American Latino must find a home, shoulder to shoulder with all of the other museums that weave together the narrative of America.
And it deserves a location that fills the gaps in America's story.
Build it on the National Mall. Our nation's collective story is told on the National Mall in Washington, D.C.
Right where American history is shared with millions of visitors each year.
Build it on the mall.
Build the Latino Museum in the National Mall, where it deserves to be. Esta temporada de la NFL, DraftKings es el lugar para apostar a los touchdowns y ganar en grande. Descarga la app de DraftKings Sportbook y usa el código TICO. Este es el código TICO para recibir $200 en bonus bets al instante cuando hagas tu primera apuesta de $5 en colaboración con DraftKings. La corona es tuya. ¿Problemas de juego? Llama al 1-800-GAMBLER. En Nueva York, llama al 8778-HOP-NY o envía un mensaje de texto con la palabra HOP-NY al 467-369. En Connecticut, hay ayuda disponible para problemas con el juego. Llama al 888-789-7777 o visita ccpg.org. Juega responsablemente. En nombre de Boot Hill Casino y Resort en Kansas, debe ser mayor de 21 años. Pueden aplicarse cargos en Illinois. La elegibilidad varía durante la jurisdicción. No válido en Ontario. Las apuestas de bono son de un solo uso. La apuesta no se incluye en las ganancias y caducan después de ser otorgadas. La oferta finaliza septiembre 29 de 2025 a las 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Los términos en DraftKings.com/sportsbook/ promos.
Esta boca regresa una cadena radial de Tico Sports.
Bueno, amigos, regresando aquí al Lincoln Financial Field, donde los Eagles pierden 19-7 contra un equipo de los Rams que vino a Filadelfia a tratar de llevarse la sorpresa. Vamos a darle varios scores aquí en la pizarra Tico Sports. El equipo de los Bills le ganó a los Dolphins 31-21. Eso fue el día jueves. Hay varios marcadores en acción, juegos en acción. 3-0 a halftime le gana el equipo de los Packers a los Browns. Mientras tanto que los Colts, que ha sido una de las grandes sorpresas de este año, le ganan 20-6 a los Titanes. Los Vikings le ganan 24-3 al equipo de los Bengals en Minnesota. Y el equipo de los Steelers fue allá a Boston, al área de Boston en New England, y le está ganando a los Patriots 14-7. Así que los Steelers 14, Patriots 7. Mientras tanto que los Rams le ganan 19-7 a los Eagles aquí en el Lincoln Financial Field. El equipo de los Bucaneros 13, los Jets 6. Los Jets todavía no han ganado. Los Bucaneros tienen 2 ganados y 0 perdidos. Se enfrentan la semana que viene a los Eagles. Los Raiders pierden 17-10. Pierden los Raiders contra el equipo de los Tico Sports Commanders. Allá en Washington, ese juego at halftime, el equipo de los Panthers le gana sorpresivamente a los Falcons 10-0 y los Jaguares le ganan a los Texans 7-3. Broncos van a jugar en Los Ángeles contra los Chargers. Los Santos de New Orleans juegan en Seattle contra los Seahawks. Los Cowboys van a Chicago a jugar contra los Bears. Los Cardenales van a San Francisco a jugar con los 49ers. Y esta noche, el juego de esta noche es un juego ahí en Nueva York, en el MetLife Stadium. El equipo de los Tico Eagles Chiefs van a jugar contra los Giants de Nueva York. Monday Night Football, Lions contra Ravens. Pero no se olviden, amigos, que la semana que viene, a través de Tico Sports, la cadena de Tico Sports Eagles en español, los invitamos para que escuchen las Águilas de Filadelfia, que pueden escucharlas todas las jugadas aquí en la cadena radial de Tico Sports y la Mega en Filadelfia, 105.7 FM, Atlantic City 93.3 FM, Vineline 103.3 FM. Pueden escuchar a la cadena Tico Sports Eagle y la Mega. Vamos a una pequeña pausa, amigos. Este juego está 19-7. Ganan los Rams. Los Eagles reciben la pelota y vamos a ver si esta ofensiva se despierta. Ya regresamos después de esta pequeña pausa a través de la cadena Tico Sports Eagles.
Otras distribuidoras luchan con inventarios bajos y precios altos. En Team Toyota están llenos de inventario de autos usados, con más de 250 en existencia, con filas de Toyota certificados y algo para cada presupuesto. ¿Necesita una camioneta? Tienen montones. Presentando Warranty Forever, una inspección de calidad de 132 puntos, un informe Carfax y un año de mantenimiento gratis incluidos. Ve a la Ruta 1 en Langhorne y Princeton o en teamtoyota.net.
En esta ciudad, los campeones no nacen, se forjan en el campo y en los centros de atención de la región. Los Philadelphia Eagles y Jefferson Health se unen porque saben que la precisión importa, porque cada momento cuenta y porque la atención no se trata solo de lo que sucede en el partido. Se trata de estar presentes todos los días para cada persona en cada vecindario. Somos un solo equipo con un solo objetivo. Juntos cuidar de esta comunidad. Jefferson Health, campeones del cuidado de la salud.
La semana 4 de la NFL está en Tico Sports Eagles en español y en Mega Nation. Las Águilas de Filadelfia vuelan fuera de casa para enfrentarse a los Bucaneros de Tampa Bay en el cuarto partido de la temporada regular 2025. Escucha cada jugada con Ricky Ricardo y Oscar Mureñez.
Una ruta cruzada.
Sigue toda acción en vivo este próximo domingo 28 de septiembre a las 12:45 del mediodía. Sintoniza aquí en la Mega Nation. Filadelfia 105.7 FM, Atlantic City 93.9 FM y Byline 103.3 FM.
Todos los derechos de esta transmisión le pertenecen a NFL Productions. Todos los derechos de esta transmisión.
Retornando al Lincoln Financial Field, 19-7 este juego, cuando quedan unos 57 segundos para empezar este tercer cuarto. Los Eagles van a tener que despertar esta ofensiva que ha estado realmente apagada durante toda la temporada. Los Eagles están rankeados séptimo en el juego por tierra y 31 por aire. Son la ofensiva número 16 de la NFL en total de puntos, pero en términos de yardas son la número 29. Y realmente van a tener que, Ricky, hacer un mucho mejor trabajo en esta segunda mitad. Mira esto, los Eagles llegaron como la ofensiva número 29 en total de yardas, 16 en puntos, 31 por aire y 7 por tierra. Y si no despiertan esta segunda mitad y Fangio se inventa a ver cómo para a Stafford, le va a costar ganar este juego, Ricky.
El récord de los Eagles cuando Lane Johnson no está en la alineación es
negativo. Yo
negativo.
Ahorita lo consigo, yo lo tengo por ahí. Pero bueno, ¿será que Lane Johnson podrá regresar o no regresa?
Estuve hablando aquí con Merrill Reese, la voz de los Eagles en inglés, y me dice, que le pregunté por qué no estamos corriendo por el lado izquierdo. Dice que el peor que está jugando en la línea en el día de hoy es la combinación de Dickerson y Mailata.
Yo correría por el lado izquierdo, es que no lo hemos visto para nada.
Bueno, los Rams con la patada aquí.
Y lo que hablamos, que nuestra línea ofensiva debería aplastar a estos muchachos que son tan...
Hardy, la bola llega a Mechi, se le cae a las 5, la 10, y ahora lo tienen atrapado y lo tumban en la 8. ¡Wow! Oh, esto le ha pasado el día entero.
O sea, Mechi se ha visto 4 pérdidas de pelota en 4 oportunidades, Ricky.
Mechi esta vez ha sido Bixby, ahora la fiebre esta la tiene, está contagioso.
Sí, menos los dos, Mechi y Bixby, los dos han hecho exactamente lo mismo, han perdido 4 pelotas, no las han agarrado limpia. Los Eagles no han jugado un juego limpio aquí. Y ahí estoy viendo a Mailata. Vamos a ver si esta línea ofensiva aplasta a este equipo. No regresó Lane Johnson.
Primer down y 10. Por lo que me enteré, Johnson está fuera el resto del día. Hurts en el rifle, 3 receptores a la derecha. Hurts atrás. El pase corto por el lado izquierdo y el avance es de par de yardas para Barkley.
Para Barkley. De nuevo, muy conservador, muy conservador.
Trata
de hacer un pase largo aquí. O sea, yo entiendo que es temprano y todavía hay tiempo, pero necesita la ofensiva y la defensiva. Y mira esto, A.J. Brown no tiene una atrapada el día de hoy, tiene un target nada más.
Segundo down. Hurts atrás. Viene la presión y lo tumbaron. Y la bola se le cae, la bola está suelta. La bola está suelta, ¿quién la recupera?
Aparentemente la tienen ellos.
Los Rams dicen que es de ellos. Oh, le han dado un golpetazo a Jalen Hurts y le entraron por el lado derecho. Fumble y lo recupera Los Ángeles y van a tener la bola en la línea 10. La primera entrega por parte de los Eagles en el día de hoy.
¿Y qué entrega, Ricky? ¿Y qué entrega? Y mira, ahí se están burlando del touch push el equipo de los Rams. Se están burlando de los Eagles en su cara.
Separaron a Hurts de la bola con el sack.
No, y esto se podría ir, déjame decirte, si ya anotaron un touchdown, tendrían 26-7.
Se pone esto
muy complicado. Y el problema es que la defensa va a tener que elevar su juego para poder tapar los huecos de una ofensiva que está, bueno, Sirianni está con las manos cruzadas.
Matt Pryor fue el hombre que mataron en esa jugada.
Sí, yo no entiendo por qué Fred Johnson no lo trata con Fred Johnson.
Aquí Stafford pitch a la derecha y esto va a ser touchdown Rams. Una jugada y es Kyren Williams que salió de atrás y una jugada bonita, un fake a la izquierda. Williams salió con un screen por el lado derecho y entró por la esquinita. Touchdown Los Ángeles. Y los Rams extienden la ventaja a 25-7.
Y los Eagles, mira, una de las cosas hay que darle mucho crédito a los Rams, explotando toda la... Habían 3 jugadores con el tight end, 3 jugadores con el tight end. Y se le escapó Williams por el lado derecho.
Innovador este hombre McVay.
No, bueno, lo sabemos.
Una jugada magnífica.
Y lo que te dije, tiene un récord de 9-1 contra ellos. Esto se puso cuesta abajo, Ricky.
Cardi, punto extra.
O cuesta arriba, mejor dicho. Esto está bien difícil ahora.
Distancia, dirección, sí señor. Joshua Cardi. Quedan 14 con 6 segundos. Y de pronto aquí los Rams adelante 26-7 por Tico Sports Eagles.
Amigos, Ricky Ricardo para el Trojan Horse, el caballo de Troya, el multivitamínico 100% natural para el hombre, el que ayuda en cada capacidad de la vida diaria masculina. Hoy más que nunca hace falta la energía, potencia y resistencia que les ofrece el Trojan Horse. Llame al 1-800-437-4757 con 93 ingredientes naturales que ayudan en la pelea contra el virus. Llame ahora mismo al 1-800-437-4757. Visite la página web divinehealthproductsusa.com o llame ahora mismo al 1-800-437-4757. Y no se olviden de la Fusta, New Jersey, localizado en el 1110 Tonelli Avenue en North Bergen. La mejor casa argentina en todo New Jersey. Usan carbón natural de madera, nunca se usa gas. Espacioso para grupos y íntimo para una pareja. La Fusta, New Jersey, la parrillada argentina oficial de los Yankees en español.
Cuando el médico nos dijo que mi mamá tenía cáncer, me sentí tan desesperada, hasta que llamé a la Sociedad de Lucha contra la Leucemia y el Linfoma y hablé con Ana. Ella respondió a todas mis preguntas sobre la enfermedad, las opciones de tratamiento y los gastos correspondientes. Su apoyo y compasión nos dieron fuerza. Hoy voy a llamar a Ana para contarle que mi mamá está venciendo el cáncer. Para más información, visite lls.org/español.
Es 1º y 10 para el equipo visitante. Eagles a la defensiva. Se viene la
a partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. And if you're a fan, there's no better place to play, to indulge, to feast, to bring your besties, and just win, baby. It's the perfect spot to watch the Raiders and enjoy game day specials all season long. Cannery, Sam's Town, and the Boyd family of casinos, where the Raiders want to be. Don't let the game get out of hand. For assistance, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network, your home for Raiders football.
He climbs, he floats down the field. He's got his man at the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Brock Bowers. 33 yards. Proctimus Prime.
Just win, baby. Raiders football is brought to you by America First Credit Union. Win Las Vegas. By NV Energy. Boyd.
Helping your money do more means putting yourself in the financial driver's seat.
Oh, yeah.
And there's no better or more literal way to do that than with a low-rate auto loan from America First Credit Union. Plus, for a limited time, when you finance your new vehicle with America First, you'll enjoy no payments for 90 days. And that means getting more mileage out of every cent you spend. So make your money move. Head to AmericaFirst.com to apply for pre-approval of your low-rate auto loan today. Eligibility, terms, conditions, and creditworthiness apply. Subject to change. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Opportunity Lender.
It's the start of the second half of Raiders football. Now, let's rejoin Jason Horowitz and Kirk Morrison back out at the field.
Well, getting set for the start of the second half in what feels like could be a very pivotal point to this Raiders season. Washington 20, Las Vegas 10. Raiders gave up 259 yards of offense to the Commanders, playing without Jaden Daniels. 174 of that on the ground, including a late 60-yard touchdown run where Jeremy McNichols broke out of a couple of tackles. Marcus Mariota, his first start since 2022, 9 of 13 for 85 yards. But really, it's been his legs. 4 carries for 41 yards. Raiders have not been able to get him down for a sack. Ashton Jeanty, at the moment, a career high. 11 carries for 41 yards. A lot of that has been tough sledding, and a lot of that was on 2 carries. Geno Smith only threw it 10 times, 6 of 10 for 102 and a touchdown. He was sacked again, and that's becoming a problem, Kirk. Raiders have now allowed 9 sacks in 2.5 games this year.
Yeah, a lot of it's just all protection issues, and a lot of it is the running backs are having a tough time getting guys blocked that are coming on blitzes, late pressures. And then Geno Smith just trying to find the right guy. And I think a lot of times you're going to get more pressures now that I think Michael Mayer, who's out of the game, who's kind of in your 12 personnel tight end, we saw more max personnel looks against New England. Now with Michael Mayer out of the game, do you still go with this 12 personnel? Then can Ian Thomas be the tight end now that can give you some quality reps while Michael Mayer's out of the game?
And out with he was being evaluated for a concussion, so I know it looked like a leg injury and everyone dropped, but he was being evaluated for a concussion. So you're down to Brock Bowers, who was playing really on one leg.
Yeah.
Just 1 catch in that first half for 6 yards. Matt Gay, short trot, line drive kick. Zamir White angles to his right, under it at the 4 right in front of us, coming on out across the 20, near side 25. Keeps the legs driving, and he's out to the 30-yard line. Luke McCaffrey in on the tackle, and we will get the Raiders here. And Geno Smith in what feels like a really pivotal drive. Kirk, I know, look, it's game 3 of the season, but the Raiders are 1-1. Yeah. The offense is struggling at the line of scrimmage. You know, the patterns of the season, again, it's a long where you are at the beginning to the end, but the resiliency of this team needs to start showing through.
Yeah, I think this is the drive to do it. You got to flush what happened in that first half. Just create opportunities for yourself, and that's by winning first down in the second half. They win first down, giving them some manageable second and third down situations to either take shots or convert.
Pistol formation. Jeanty hops into the hole, avoids a blocker at the 35, into the secondary, and he picked up 6 yards. The ball is on the turf. They had already blown it dead, though. And again, everyone, you know, Ashton's so short, right, Kirk, and what we're starting to notice here 3 games in, and he's talked about this, he's 5'8", he's 210. You know, everyone has to go high to try to bring him down. And so you're starting to see a lot of tackles around his shoulder pads and even up to his neck area.
Yeah, but when he tries to go and make guys miss, I think he's at his best, because right now, if I'm a defender, I know I'm going against Ashton Jeanty. He's going to try to run me over. Right. So guess what? I'm going to show you something different. And now you're seeing some positive yards today with him making guys miss instead of running them over.
Good gain on first down. 2nd and 4. Raiders on their own 36. Under center, it's a play fake out to the right. Geno has to dump it down. It's caught by Bowers, but right at the line of scrimmage, and he's hit immediately. Deron Payne and Frankie Louvu both combine on the tackle. Bowers now has 2 catches on the day. He is 20 consecutive games to begin his career with 2 catches, so he's got that streak going. But it is 3rd down and 6. He lost 2 yards.
He actually lost 2 yards. Geno came out of that little fake, and he had 2 defenders in his face. Should have almost just threw it to the ground. Would have been better than actually a completion.
Jeanty stays in on. Zamir White is in the ballgame in the backfield. Now he goes up towards the line. He's right behind the right tackle, DJ Glaze. Tucker had a nice first half of the touchdown. Motions out to the left. Geno takes the snap. He's pressured immediately. He's hit from behind, and he's sacked. Von Miller got him into the backfield so fast. And the longtime Bronco, future Hall of Famer, forces the Raiders to punt the football.
Yeah, DJ Glaze just didn't have a chance. That's Von Miller. He's on the left side. DJ Glaze, him one-on-one. And Von Miller, this is why he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He just long-armed him. A long arm. Just put the right arm and extend it. Glaze never had a chance to get his hands on Miller and goes in for the sack. That was probably one of the easier sacks I've seen. Glaze just got to go and jump him.
Cole turns the ball over. He missed it. It's an angle. It's a spiral. It bounces for the Raiders. Bounce towards the near sideline. It continues to bounce. So that's going to work out just fine on a long boot from A.J. Cole. That is a 58-yard punt, although it bounced the last 15 yards, but that'll work just the same. So the Commanders take over 20-10. Washington has the lead 2 minutes into this third quarter. Timeout. You're listening to Raiders football.
This is the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network, your home for Raiders football.
He climbs, he floats down the field. He's got his man at the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Brock Bowers. 33 yards. Proctimus Prime.
Just win, baby. Raiders football is brought to you by America First Credit Union, Win Las Vegas, by NV Energy, Boyd.
With shared values of commitment to excellence, teamwork, and community service, NV Energy is proud to partner with the Las Vegas Raiders in our Seats for Soldiers program. To show our appreciation for Nevada's military and veteran service members, we are sending some of these deserving individuals to a Las Vegas Raiders home game at Allegiant Stadium during the 2025 season. When it comes to supporting Nevada's communities and its military, you can count on NV Energy. Visit Raiders.com/Seats for Soldiers to learn more.
Raider Nation, in this game when the stakes are high, the best don't miss. And that's what sets Ford apart. With the reliability of F-150 to the big playability of Super Duty to the capability of Maverick, Ford trucks are ready to lead the way when it matters most. And that's what makes Ford the #1 selling truck brand in Nevada. Only at your Southern Nevada Ford dealers, proud partners of the Las Vegas Raiders. Based on SEP Global Mobility Retail U.S. new vehicle registrations for the truck vehicle type CYTD October 2024.
Parents, say goodbye to haircut struggles. At Cookie Cutters Haircuts for Kids in Las Vegas, we turn haircuts into a fun adventure with fantasy chairs, indoor slides, and TVs at every station. Kids love the experience, and our friendly stylists make it quick, easy, and tear-free. From first trims to fresh cuts for school, we've got your family covered. Book your appointment online today at the Las Vegas location nearest you. Cookie Cutters Haircuts for Kids, where haircuts are fun.
Now, during the timeout, there was a loud ovation from this crowd here at Northwest Stadium as they showed a Matt Stafford touchdown pass to Kyron Williams on the big board. The Rams leading the Eagles 26-14 in the third quarter as the Commanders come out leading 20-10 over the Raiders. A first handoff and a hit in the backfield. Not room at all. Laulu through the middle. It landed Roberts off the edge. It's a loss of 2 on the first play of the second half for Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt.
Yeah, that's what you want for the Raiders. What's the halftime adjustment for the defense? It's about being in your gaps and making sound tackles. That's a good start on a first down play.
Back out of the shotgun for Mariota. In the first half, he was in command in his first start in 3 years. Raiders back away. They come with 4. He's back to throw. Looking right over the middle. Zach Ertz caught and wrapped up immediately by Jermaine Pratt. He's tackled at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, but there was a flag thrown right when he went back to throw the football.
No, they held Max Crosby. Max Crosby's pleading to Hockley. The official said, please, can you call it? You better call it.
Now here comes Sean Hockley.
There were 2 fouls on the play, both by the offense, holding number 72. This penalty's declined. Illegal use of hands to the face, number 78. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
All right, so in the first half, Laramie Tunsil and Josh Connerly Jr. were both called for holding penalties at the same time. They gave it to Connerly. This time the Raiders are kind and, go the other direction. So instead of 3rd down and 7, it'll be 2nd and 22, and the Commanders backed up to their 9-yard line. And you were right, by the way. Max Crosby was almost depleted with a grab around the face. Now, this feels like a crucial couple of plays here for the Raiders defense.
Empty set for Mariota. Now he's got a back next to him on the left side. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw. It's a quick slant. He's got McClure, and he's hit immediately, and the ball is out at the 15, and they come in and rule it incomplete. He came on a quick slant, turned around. The ball was there, but Caillou Blue Kelly met him in the shoulders as soon as he got the football. It's the 3rd down and long.
Yeah, simultaneous hit by Caillou Blue Kelly. That ball was delivered, but Caillou Blue Kelly's been playing terrific. Giving up a couple catches, but nothing behind him. Everything's been in front of him, and I love the way he breaks up to the football and dislodged it. Nice job by Caillou.
Yeah, no, this has been a running game. And Jeremy McNichols has the longest one. He had 60 yards. He's in the backfield. 3rd and 22. He's to the left of Mariota. He gets the football, trying the middle, and this time the Raiders do bottle him up, and they do hear the whistles, and now they finally let go. Adam Butler and company was not going to let him burst this one out to the secondary, and so they stock him up for a gain of 3 or 4, and the Raiders defense does the job after the offense went 3 and out.
That's a nice team tackle right there. Adam Butler, Malcolm Kuntz. They went right after the running back. Now, look, they're going to come back to that with Mariota, who's going to pull that next time and run it. But I think in that situation, nice job by the Raiders converging on the running back, and a nice, solid tackle by the defense.
Tress Wade punted away for the first time in the game. He's standing a yard in his end zone to the right side of this football field. He gets the snap. The Raiders don't come with pressure. He kicks it away. It's a spiraling boot. Tucker back to the 31. He's trying the middle of the field, 35, angling near sideline. He's brought down at the 36-yard line. Solid coverage by Washington. Brought down by Jordan McGee, the backup linebacker. And the Raiders will take over on the 36-yard line after a boot there from Tress Wade. Down 10, 10:53 to go in the 3rd. We'll step aside. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
Taste the authentic flavors of Hawaii with Kuloa Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. It's rich and smooth. With every sip, you'll discover the spirit of aloha. It isn't just rum, it's Kuloa Rum. Award-winning, distinctly different, and uniquely Hawaiian. Kuloa Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. Must be at least 21. Please drink responsibly.
Go on, get a little out there. Travel beyond Nevada's neon glow. Drive where the stars sparkle and the desert goes and goes. Visit a world apart. See some funky art. Find anything and everything in Nevada's heart. Go on, get a little out there. Start planning your trip at travelnevada.com.
Need better internet? Cox Internet has the fast, reliable speeds you're looking for. Perfect for seamless streaming, gaming, and working from home. And now get Cox 300 meg internet with a 2-year plan price lock guarantee, plus equipment included. Oh yeah! So get your household up to speed. Switch to Cox Internet today. Taxes and fees excluded from price guarantee.
Offense has got to take advantage of what is technically not the first stop by the defense today, but really it is. More on that in a second. Raiders football brought to you by Modelo. A reward for those with a fighting spirit. Modelo, mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. An empty set for Geno Smith starting on his own 36. Brock Bowers slot left. Dylan Laube on the field, split out to the right. Geno back to throw. He's looking left. He's holding. He's out of a sack. He's spinning. He's still with the football out to the left. He's got to get rid of it. And he finally dumps it into the Raiders bench. He held that ball and avoided a 6-yard sack. And thank goodness was able to get it away. But back to that defensive stop, Kurt. Yeah. Yes, the Raiders did force a fumble in the second quarter on the second drive, but the Commanders were on the march. And the Commanders missed the field goal, but it was a 36-yard field goal, meaning they got in the red zone. So the Raiders, until this last drive, have not really stopped Washington today.
Yeah, but to me, I'm all about the next drive. Because if you keep thinking about what happened before, it's kind of piles up on you. And you say, let's just make our corrections. Let's tackle well. Let's win our downs. Win your individual matchups. They did that in the last drive.
Give the run to Ashton Genty. He's driven backwards into the arms of a waiting tackler, Trey Amos. Ashton, they'll give him forward progress out to the 34, which is a loss of 2. And he's kind of lucky because he kept his feet moving and he got out of the first tackle. So he's lucky they didn't mark him back at the 30. But it'll be 3rd down and 12 on the 34-yard line in a ball game where today the Raiders are 1 of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a dead giveaway, right? When Jack Besh comes in the game, number 18, probably not there to go be a receiver. He's a blocker. And that time they sent a run blitz to Jack Besh's side, which knocked Genty back.
Tucker and Myers split out wide left. Dante Thornton hasn't caught a pass yet today. On 3rd and long, Geno Smith pressure in his face again. Rolls out to his right. He dumps it short. It's at the feet of Zamir White. Wouldn't have been a first down anyway. He was angling on the right side of the near side line at the 38-yard line. And the Raiders, after the stop by the defense, have a second straight 3 and out to start this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that one's not on Geno Smith. It goes down to incompletion. But right now, DJ Glaze needs some help on that right side. They're sending multiple guys, whether it's Von Miller or an extra pressure on that side. But right now, DJ Glaze not holding up on the right side. And what does Chip Kelly now do in terms of protection and trying to keep his quarterback and give him some time to throw?
Well, on the swing tackle who's active is Stone Forsythe, who they signed after training camp, the longtime Seahawk. A.J. Cole, this his best punt of the day. A booming spiral brings Lane back to the 10-yard line with a flag. Caught across the middle, and he's got space. Lane out to the 45. A.J. Cole the beats him down the sideline. Lane inside the 10, and if it counts, it's a 90-yard punt return for a touchdown. Now, there was a flag thrown right when he caught the football back at the 10-yard line. So we will see if this holds, but the Raiders are walking like this will not count.
Yeah, it's coming back. You can already feel it. It's going to be an upset stadium, but it's all went all the way back over there at the point of attack. Oh, wait, no, they're changing it.
Ruling on the field is a touchdown. Number 26 of the kicking team went out of bounds and stayed out of bounds. This is unsportsmanlike conduct on the kicking team. This 15-yard penalty will be bridged to the side. We'll find out from Washington what they want to do.
So it does count. A 90-yard punt return for a touchdown for the rookie out of Virginia Tech, Jalen Lane. And special teams have killed the Raiders here this afternoon.
Yeah, that time Isaiah Polamalu had a dead shot tackle on him, and he just missed him. Just makes him miss. And it's been the special teams day so far. The special teams of the Washington Commanders have really taken over this football game. That's the one thing about when you kick the ball that far, that deep, you give a lot of space. You love A.J. Cole, but that time, almost too much space, not enough hang time to allow the punt team to go down and go make a tackle.
Kirk, that is the first punt return allowed for a touchdown by the Raiders in 7 years. The Ravens in 2018 were the last team to do it. And by the way, because that was an unsportsmanlike conduct call, right? You go out of bounds, you stay out of bounds. The Commanders have a choice here because the extra point, the penalty yardage is taken on the extra point.
Correct.
So they could move it if they wanted to try a 2-point conversion, but they're up 16. So you go for a shorter extra point to make it a 3-score game. So instead of your normal, what would be 32-yard extra point, this is from 26 and good. So it's been disastrous, really, from the get-go. Deebo Samuel started this game with a 70-yard kickoff return. Commanders scored 5 plays later, and they have been in control from start to finish. Washington 27, Las Vegas 10, but there is still a lot of time left. 9:35 to go in the third. We'll step aside. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Need better internet? Cox Internet has the fast, reliable speeds you're looking for. Perfect for seamless streaming, gaming, and working from home. And now get Cox 300 meg internet with a 2-year plan, price lock guarantee, plus equipment included. Oh, yeah. So get your household up to speed. Switch to Cox Internet today. Taxes and fees excluded from price guarantee.
Okay, in Raider Nation, you gotta bring it every day. And the Platinum X5 Visa Signature Card from Credit One Bank is built for every day. With cashback rewards on eligible purchases like gas and groceries. So whether you're going to a home game or just filling up the tank on the way home, you're ready to bring it day in and day out. With the Platinum X5 Visa Signature Card. Learn more at CreditOneBank.com. Terms apply. Credit One Bank. For what's ahead.
Businesses across the country are committed to getting things back to how they were. Shift 4 is committed to helping them get there. We're the leader in integrated payment processing, making things safer and more secure for businesses of all shapes and sizes. From the neighborhood bar and grill to the biggest resort casinos on the Strip. And now, the proud payments partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. Visit shift4.com to get started.
Tim Case back inside the Silver and Black Studios with the scoreboard update brought to you by Cookie Cutters Haircut for Kids, where haircuts are fun. 4 Las Vegas area locations. Third quarter in Philadelphia, Matthew Stafford paired touchdown passes. Jalen Hurts a touchdown pass, touchdown run. Rams lead the Eagles, though, 26-14. Third quarter in New England, Patriots trailed the Steelers 14-7. Third quarter in Minneapolis, Vikings blowing out the Bengals 34-3. Third quarter in Nashville, somebody break up the Colts. They're 2-0 and they lead the Titans 27-6. Go back out on Jason Kirk, guys.
All right, Tim. Feels like the wheels are about to fall off if the Raiders offense can't figure it out on this drive. Down 27-10 after a 90-yard punt return for a touchdown. Matt Gay, line drive kick. Laube catches it around his helmet at the 3, and now he's got to go forward 15-20, and he's hit right there and brought down. So everything going Washington's way. Tyler Owens, the safety, on the tackle. Raiders football powered by Cox, proud partner of the Las Vegas Raiders, and by Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Las Vegas Raiders in the NFL. Well, we came into this game, Kirk, wondering a couple of different things, which offense would show up.
Right.
But you felt good about how the defense had played through 2 games. Today, not only has the defense and the run defense really struggled, but the special teams unit, which has been so good for the Raiders for so long, has really been awful.
That was a unit that you always pack. You got to pack your defense, pack your special teams when you go on the road, and right now, been let down.
First and 10, Geno Smith to throw, looking right, pressure up the middle, he escapes, he takes off, and he's sacked from behind. Knocked down from behind, Javonte Jean-Baptiste, the second-year pro out of Notre Dame. Just his second career sack. It's a loss of 2. It's the 3rd sack today by Washington.
There's just no time for Geno to throw. He's trying to get through his progressions, and this is just a 4-man rush. This, when you only have 4 men coming, you've got 5 offensive linemen, so somebody's got to help out. That time, Geno tried to exit.
Yep.
And Colton Miller couldn't hold on long enough on Baptiste.
Yeah, they lost of 1. Technically, that's the 4th sack today for Washington. Sidearm, Trey Tucker trying to get blockers. Runs into his own man at the 20, and he's bottled up by the Commanders at the 21. So he gets 3. Mikey Sainristil got around the block of Dante Thornton. And you're starting to look at this, Kirk. The energy is all on one side on a team that is playing without Jaden Daniels, last year's Rookie of the Year, maybe the best rookie quarterback season ever. And they've run the football. They've done the special teams, all 3 units. The defense has bottled up the Raiders. They haven't allowed really many big plays at all. They got 4 sacks, and the offensive line can't protect, and there's no running room. Samir White in the ballgame on 3rd down and 9. Raiders have to get to the 29. Geno's pointing with his right hand. He wants Samir White closer to the line. He gets the snap. He's looking to throw to the left. There's 2 receivers there. He pulls it down. Now hasn't been sacked, trying to get away. Out to his left side, finds Jack Besh. Tiptoes the sideline and makes the catch. Oh, that is a huge play. Jack Besh on his 2nd career catch just bailed out his quarterback for a first down.
Oh, great awareness by Jack Besh. He's along the sideline, and he's flashing his hands to Geno. Unbelievable job by Geno Smith. Von Miller was bearing down on him. He reverses pivot, gets to the outside, and delivers a strike to Besh for the first down. Wow, what a play.
And Geno's having to do that every play. Inside handoff to Genty. Brought down right away. Dorrance Armstrong around the shoulders. And then it was cleaned up by Jeremy Reeves, the backup safety, who's in for Will Harris, who is now out of this game with an ankle injury. It'll be second down and a loss of 3 with 7:15 to go in the third. And the Raiders down 17.
I'm a little surprised right now that Chip Kelly hasn't pulled this football in terms of telling Geno to fake the handoff and get the yards, right? Quarterback keeper. Because right now, anytime Ashton Genty's lined up next to Geno Smith, that defensive end is crashing down and not even caring about the quarterback.
Second and 13. Genty in motion, not far out left. Geno wanted to throw it there, and he couldn't because he was sacked immediately. Deron Payne with his, check that, Bobby Wagner with his second sack of the game. Came flying right up the middle. And you know what? It's a good thing. He wanted to throw it out to Ashton Genty, but Marshawn Lattimore would have picked it off for a touchdown.
It's the delayed blitz. All he did was line up over the center and the guard, and Geno Smith, they just couldn't do anything. Yeah. And the Raider coaching staff is just upset because that's just an easy sack for Bobby Wagner.
Zamir White on 3rd and 24 gets some yards out to the 25. Some window dressing there. He picked up 9. So the Raiders will have to punt it away again.
I mean, they're lined up in it. And the offensive line, you just got to pick. It's 5-on-5. You get your guy. You can't allow a guy free to just run free at the quarterback. And Bobby Wagner around the line of scrimmage, let's put a number on. Let's just make sure 54 is picked up. 2 sacks today already.
Well, you got to wonder, too. Jackson Powers-Johnson is active. Alex Kappa's been starting. You wonder DJ Glaze is really struggling. If Stone Forsythe gets some time. A.J. Cole just booted one, and Jalen Lane took it back 90 yards for a touchdown, and he's got room again. Catches it at the 23, now gets upfield. He gets out of the first tackle, and he's out to the 39-yard line. Brennan Jackson made the stop, but he almost squeaked through that one again. Raiders in a world of hurt, and they're down 17 with 5:23 to go in the third. We'll step aside. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding, and endless nights. Custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs, and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn. And the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Raiders tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Raiders and the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff, like tailgating with your friends and fam. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Raiders.
Introducing the official debit card of the Las Vegas Raiders from America First Credit Union. It's a powerhouse Visa debit card, packed with features, packed with benefits, and packed with silver and black. The Raiders debit card from America First is the perfect way to pay and the perfect way to represent Raider Nation wherever you go. Get yours today, exclusively at America First Credit Union and americafirst.com/Raiders. Federally insured by NCUA Equal Opportunity Lender.
Well, you might have just heard that deep sigh. That was me. Raiders down 27-10 with 5:23 to go here in quarter number 3. And, you know, you come into this game, Kirk Morrison, and you think, hey, okay, the Commanders are down Jaden Daniels, but Marcus Mariota's a veteran, but a longtime starter, former number 2 overall pick. Raiders defense has played well. Which offense are you going to get? And the answer is the offensive line has been a major problem. The tackling has been a major problem. And the special teams, which allowed a 90-yard punt return for a touchdown, has been a major problem.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you knew it was going to be a challenge flying all the way on a short week to Washington, D.C. to play against a football team that, look, they've got their own issues. They've got injuries. And yet right now this team that they're playing against the Commanders is playing with a little bit more passion and a little more execution than I expected from the Raiders.
Mariota in a pistol with the rookie Krosky Merritt lined up behind him. It's a snap. And a handoff. Krosky Merritt hops through the hole, still on his feet, across the 40. and dragged down at the 43-yard line. He started to the right and immediately cut to his left to pick up 6 yards.
Yeah, just finding ways to bring these running backs down. And this is going to be 9-on-7. Okay, this is the 9-on-7 portion of practice. Where they just want to run the football.
Yep.
They don't want to have to throw the ball with Marcus Mariota. They've got the lead. 17-point lead. Get ready. Buckle your chin straps. You're going to see a heavy dose of the run here in this rest of the second half.
182 yards rushing today for Washington. This, though, is a play fake for Mariota. Taking a shot deep down the field. McLaurin is open at the 20, inside the 10. Reaches the ball to the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. 57 yards to Terry McLaurin, who is heard from for the first time today. And Caillou Blue Kelly got his eyes caught in the backfield.
Yep. Got to stay on top. And even though they're going to run the football, let the guys up front, the front seven, take care of the run. Just stay on top and tackle. That time, Marcus Mariota with his best ball of the day. A terrific throw to the outside. And, they had to wait a long time to pay Terry McLaurin. And you can hear these fans here excited for what he can be for this offense.
Well, and the bench is egging them on. I mean, in a franchise that they're reviewing to make sure that his knee did not come down before he reached that ball across.
Yeah, he's short.
I think he's short.
He's short.
It's not going to be a touchdown.
I think in real time it looked like he may have.
Yeah, I think he's down at the 2 or just inside the 2. Yeah. I don't know, Kirk. His right knee is still. Remember, all scoring plays are reviewed, replays. Now they marked it down at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, 1 yard line. Yeah, the right knee hits immediately with the ball still short of the goal line.
All right, so they put it at the 1.
So Raiders defense come back out.
So it just goes down at a 56-yard pass to Terry McLaurin. On a Raiders defense that's just gashed and has been on the field the whole game. Because the big play, I mean, I say that even though Las Vegas has had the ball more.
Yeah.
But Washington has had multiple plays.
Explosive plays.
60-yard touchdown. That 57-yard touchdown was called back. There's an eligible receiver, an extra offensive lineman, Trent Scott. Mariota the snap, the handoff, Krosky Merritt trying the middle of the line, and he's pushed back. So the defense holds on the first play. Leki Fotu, Jonah Laulu, right in the middle of that defense. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. Raiders down 27-10 as we approach 4 minutes to play in this ballgame.
Yeah, that's a nice job building the wall right there. There was no room for the running back. Marcus Mariota signals to the sideline saying run the same play again. I think he's trying to say run the same play because he may pull it this time the way that the Raiders defensive ends and linebackers are converging in on the run.
Well, he had a run touchdown. He had a scamper for 2 yards to start this game. Brings the tight end Sinnott right to left across the line. A snap. It's a draw to the right side. An option to the left side, and it's stopped by Landon Roberts. So he was first. He read it. It was a snap to Mariota, and immediately the speed option to the left, and his helmet came off. And if this is college, he has to come to the sideline. It is not. So we will not see Josh Johnson.
We were thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
College, he's got to go to the sideline for a play. Nice job by Landon Roberts. He read the same thing I was reading. You see a quarterback that said, you know what, I'm going to take it and put it on my shoulders. Landon Roberts just shot through there like a missile and got him down.
All right, so 2 running plays. Raiders have held. 3rd down and goal from the 1. And you wonder, too, if Dan Quinn's thinking, I'm going for this no matter what. Raiders trying to get a stop here. Mariota calls for it in the shotgun. Gives it to Krosky Merritt. Might have fumbled the snap. He gets it across the line. And now they got a touchdown signal. Looked like he bobbled the handoff, but Krosky Merritt able to get the ball in control across the goal line. The rookie's 2nd career touchdown, and it's 33-10. He just Taylor Swifted the crowd.
Yeah. All right. It was just a quick hitter. And they had everybody there crashing down, but he was able to squeak it in before any Raider could bring him down. They had a couple of double teams. Jeremy Chin maybe was the Raider who had the opportunity to get him short of the goal line, but just waited a half a second too late to knock him back.
That ball was moving when he put it in his belly. Extra point from Matt Gay is good. So 3:03 to go here in the 3rd in a one-sided football game. The Raiders came into this one losers of 4 straight to Washington, and barring
one of the greatest comebacks in the history of the NFL. It will be 5 straight losses to Washington. Intermountain Health understands that life can be a challenging game, and mental wellness is vital to our overall health. Takes courage to admit when we're not okay, even more to reach out if you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis. Call or text 988 or visit strongdisplay.com for mental wellness resources. Kirk, obviously you're down 24 points late in the third quarter. Everything's disappointing. Is there one thing that stands out more to you than something else?
Special teams.
Yeah.
That's no matter what. You get your carry-on luggage, but you always got to pack your defense and your special teams. Offensively, there's going to be some things that happen. You got to fill it out. But defense, special teams, you always got to pack that. And those two things have been a big letdown today for the Raiders because this is a solid special teams unit. And to have the way this game has shifted because of special teams has kind of been the most disappointing.
Line drive kick to Trey Tucker. Bounces at the 15 with a head of steam. Out across the 25 and brought down at the 30. So Trey Tucker in on that play instead of Zamir White on the kickoff return. Well, and here's the other thing. We said, hey, will they make some changes with the offensive line, make some shifts? And the answer at the moment is no. Alex Kappa started this game. He is still in at right guard. DJ Glaze is still in at right tackle. You came into this game and they had given up 7 sacks through 2 games. Geno Smith, 4 to the Patriots, 3 last week against the Chargers. And the Commanders today have 5 sacks. Shotgun for Geno. 1 receiver out to the left is Thornton. Back to throw. He's looking that way. Takes a shot. 1-for-1. Jump ball broken up near midfield. Marshawn Lattimore in coverage with the rookie Dante Thornton. More of a line drive, back shoulder throw. Couldn't bring it in at 2nd and 10. And, you know, we came into this game, Kirk, it was the turnovers that was the conversation last week.
Correct.
The Raiders have won the turnover battle. They got a forced fumble from Mariota in the first quarter, but they can't protect. Myers close to the line on the right. Trey Tucker motions left to right. Handoff Ashton Genty through the hole. Big space at the 40. Up through the midfield. And he's brought down near the 50-yard line. Brought down by Jake Martin and Quan Martin on the tackle. Solid run for Genty. It's a first down.
I love when Genty's in that pistol formation because he's a downhill runner. When he's in the shotgun, he's less effective to me. But when he's in that dot, when he's behind Geno Smith, you hand it to him and he is downhill and he gets to the second level. It's a different Genty when he gets to the second level. That time, making the defender have to feel him at the end.
And the pistol again. Handoff again. Has to hesitate in the hole. There's a flag down. Maybe gets a couple out to the Washington 49-yard line. There's a flag down right behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, illegal shift.
Yep.
Illegal shift by the offense. Number 1 wasn't set. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Well, that's Trey Tucker. And again, so many things we've talked about today from the offensive standpoint, right? And Chip Kelly and Pete Carroll and offensive line coach and son Brendan Carroll, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board because with the exception, really, Kirk, of the first drive of the game and the second half, it just hasn't worked yet this season. So, and the protection is broken down and the injury to Brock Bowers, and he's out there playing with that heavy brace on his left leg, but just not effective. 2 catches today for 4 yards. Handoff Genty again, trying to pick his way through. He's met at the hole and pushed backwards. Deron Payne again. He has been a nuisance in the middle of that line with Javonte Jean-Baptiste. It'll be 2nd down and 14 for the Raiders, down by 24 here late in the third quarter.
Yeah, but it's been led by Bobby Wagner, who's just kind of playing, behind the line of scrimmage a little bit. What he's doing is he's allowing the line to keep going.
Yeah.
And anytime there's a cutback, he's right there for Ashton Genty. So nice job with the line stunts by Washington. And he's just playing for target practice.
I mean, Bobby Wagner's having a game where he may be Defensive Player of the Week in the NFC. Give you the stat line in a moment. 2nd and 14. Geno back to throw. He's looking over the middle. He throws the outright. He's got Jacoby Myers. He's near the sticks. High points the ball. Brought down by Marshawn Lattimore at the Commanders' 45, and Lattimore's still down. He's a couple of yards short of the marker. Lattimore was on his back. Now he's sitting up and standing up right in front of the Raiders bench. Good quick out route to Jacoby Myers.
You said quick out route. That was a late developing anticipatory throw from Geno Smith. I like that. He threw that one before, but Jacoby Myers was out of his break. That was probably the best timing I've seen on a pass today, and a chemistry throw. throwing that out there, Myers picks it up. That was a good, you're still short of the first down.
Yeah.
But I thought we could have saw more of that so far.
Well, on 2nd and 14, they pick up, and the reality, we saw this from the Chargers last week. They're playing tight the whole time, and the Commanders have as well. So on 3rd and 2, assuming this is 4-down territory on the Commanders' 44, you're down 24. Zamir White is in the ball game. Geno's in the shotgun, 3 receivers split out wide right. Gets the snap, he gives it to Zamir White, lowers his head, tries to duck through the pile. It's close. And I think he's about a half-yard shy here. It's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, he's a half-yard short. Frankie Louisville with the tackle on that one.
So the Raiders are now 2 of 11 on 3rd down, which brings them to 11 of 31 on the season. Not 36%. On 4th down, they're going to go for it here. 1 for 3 coming into this ball game. Geno Smith has picked up a 4th on a quarterback sneak earlier. He is under center. He takes the snap. QB sneak. He's got another one. 1st down. And he did the same thing. He went off the left shoulder of Jordan Meredith and scooted forward for a yard and a half.
Sometimes you just forget that Geno Smith is 6'3", 220 pounds.
Yeah.
So he's got the size. And when you know you can anticipate the snap count, that's what you do. That's a terrific job by Geno, seeing where the hole is and getting enough yards for the first.
Well, maybe the final day of summer is going to bring a fun final 4th quarter. Raiders down 24. See if they get something magical going here as we head to the 4th. 34-10, Washington in front. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Karma Automotive proudly serves as the official luxury electric vehicle of the Las Vegas Raiders. As America's first and only ultra-luxury automaker, from our Cavea 1,000 horsepower Super Coupe to the Rivero, the extended range sedan, Karma blends supernatural innovation with American ingenuity. We are shaping the future of automotive aspiration. For assigned drivers only. Reserve your Karma at karmaautomotive.com. Need better internet? Cox Internet has the fast, reliable speeds you're looking for. Perfect for seamless streaming, gaming, and working from home. And now get Cox 300 meg internet with a 2-year plan price lock guarantee, plus equipment included. Oh yeah! So get your household up to speed. Switch to Cox Internet today. Taxes and fees excluded from price guarantee.
Official Raiders fan cruise presented by Seaside Events. It's back, bringing you a once-in-a-lifetime fan to see in March 2026. Autograph, legendary fan events, and unforgettable memories, all while sailing the Pacific to the coastal gems. Events in out of Mexico and Catalina Island. The best part, you won't be watching from the sidelines. This time you'll be part of it. Raider fan cruise, making Raider Nation's dreams come true since 2025. Book now at RaidersFanCruise.com.
Rahan Naqvi with Naqvi Injury Law, here to give you some facts before you pick an injury lawyer. Fact 1. A lot of lawyers say they're the best, but only Naqvi won Best of Las Vegas Gold 11 straight times. Fact 2. Over 1,000 of our cases were referred to us from other lawyers. When other lawyers trust you to handle their cases, you should too. Focus on the facts when picking a lawyer. Call Naqvi at 702-INJURED.
Now this stadium is rocking, which is a problem. They are jumping here at Northwest Stadium. Commanders 34, Raiders 10. We start the 4th quarter. The Raiders just picked up a 4th and 1 on a Geno Smith QB sneak, so they begin the quarter on the Commanders 40. Bowers motions right to left. Geno with a play fake, looking to throw, taking a shot for Jacoby Myers, and he's drilled at the 15. Fantastic coverage for the Commanders. Noah Igbenogany made the coverage. Jacoby down the seam was looking up for it, and he's going over to the sideline.
Yeah, it looked like it was like helmet-to-helmet contact as both guys met right when the ball came to Myers. It could have been an opportunity if Geno put a little more air on it. But that one being the long drive, Igbenogany just came and broke it up.
Former first-round pick of the Dolphins. Didn't really have much playing time until he came here to Washington last year. He's in for the injured Marshawn Lattimore. Geno Smith gives it into the backfield. Genty spins away from a tackle, hops through with a hole, and all of that, Kirk, to pick up a yard. and get driven back to the turf by Jake Martin. And again, like, there's just, and we've talked about this now ad nauseum for 3 games. So, you know, you have who you have at the line.
Right.
And unfortunately, through 3 games, it is not working.
I mean, he's working hard for a yard. He's working extremely hard to get 1 yard, and it's just not there. The interior of this offensive line has just not been able to create an opportunity for Ashton Jeanty to get yards.
Timeout, Washington. The first of the half, 3rd and 9 coming up on the Commanders' 39. So we will keep it here in what has certainly been a very disappointing week 3. And, you know, you go back to that, and the game's not over. I have the whole fourth quarter, and Raiders put this in the end zone. We have something to talk about. But you go back to last year, Kirk, Raiders were coming off the comeback win in Baltimore.
Right.
1-1. You bring in Carolina. Andy Dalton playing for Bryce Young had gotten hurt, benched, the whole thing, and Dalton lit up the Raiders. Jaden Daniels out today with an injured knee, and Marcus Mariota and the offense have run through the Raiders. So 3rd down and officially 8 for Geno Smith in the shotgun. He gets the snap. He's looking right. He comes back the middle. He's got Trey Tucker inside the 30, and he picks up the first down just inside the numbers at the 25-yard line. Picks up 12. Trey Tucker's had a nice game. 5 catches for 59 yards and a score. And the Commanders are starting to lose a bunch of players, right? Marshawn Lattimore's gotten hurt. Trey Amos is now questionable to return. May not matter for Dan Quinn at the moment, but it certainly could matter for them moving forward.
But it just looks totally different when Geno has time to throw. He was able to scan the defense, came all the way back to Tucker, who caught it, turned it upfield, and got the first down.
Michael Mayer left this game with a head injury in the first half. Bowers motions back left slot. Geno fakes the toss. He's looking left. He's got Bowers open. He hits him down the seam, catches it at the 11, and falls forward inside the 10. Bobby Wagner makes yet another tackle. First down Raiders, and America First Credit Union's first down for the hometown, where America First will donate $100 to a local charity for every Raiders first down when we get inside Allegiant Stadium this season. For Bowers, just his 3rd catch of the day. He is, again, it's all short stuff.
Right.
3 catches for 16 yards. First down and goal for the Raiders at the 10-yard line. Jeanty back in the backfield. They've got to put this one in the end zone, down 24. Shotgun to Geno Smith, back to throw. Steps up, dancing in the pocket, underneath Tucker, crossing left, into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders! Trey Tucker came open late in the left flat, and his first career 2-touchdown game has the Raiders back on the board. Down 34-16 with 12:57 to go.
Oh, the speed of Trey Tucker, and it's showing itself today. There's not a defender on the Commanders, I think, that can stay with him in terms of the speed that he possesses. He's lined up in a bunch formation all the way on the opposite side, and he just takes off and he runs past every defender of the Commanders. Geno hit him in stride, and that is the weapon that we want to see more of from Trey Tucker.
Yep. So the Raiders down by 18. With 12:57 to go, have to go for 2 to try to make it a 2-score game. Ashton Jeanty to the right hip of Geno Smith, who waves his arms out like Max Crosby on the Condor. He's changing the play. Commanders showing pressure. Here they come. Handoff Jeanty, trying to lower the pads, push the pile. He's at the goal line, and he does not get there. Oh, he lowered the shoulders, but the Commanders stacked him up. He could not get the push from the offensive line into the goal, into the end zone. And so it is still a 3-score game with 12:57 to go, which will bring us to a timeout. Commanders 34, Raiders 16. You're listening to Raiders football.
This is the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network, your home for Raiders football.
He climbs, he floats down the field. He's got his man at the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Brock Bowers. 33 yards. Proctimus Prime.
Just win, baby.
Raiders football is brought to you by America First Credit Union, Win Las Vegas, by NV Energy, Boyd.
With shared values of commitment to excellence, teamwork, and community service, NV Energy is proud to partner with the Las Vegas Raiders and our Seats for Soldiers program. To show our appreciation for Nevada's military and veteran service members, we are sending some of these deserving individuals to a Las Vegas Raiders home game at Allegiant Stadium during the 2025 season. When it comes to supporting Nevada's communities and its military, you can count on NV Energy. Visit Raiders.com/Seats for Soldiers to learn more.
Raider Nation, in this game when the stakes are high, the best don't miss. And that's what sets Ford apart. With the reliability of F-150 to the big playability of Super Duty to the capability of Maverick, Ford trucks are ready to lead the way when it matters most. And that's what makes Ford the #1 selling truck brand in Nevada. Only at your Southern Nevada Ford dealers, proud partners of the Las Vegas Raiders. Based on SEP Global Mobility Retail U.S. new vehicle registrations for the truck vehicle type CYTD October 2024.
Parents, say goodbye to haircut struggles. At Cookie Cutters Haircuts for Kids in Las Vegas, we turn haircuts into a fun adventure with fantasy chairs, indoor slides, and TVs at every station. Kids love the experience. And our friendly stylists make it quick, easy, and tear-free. From first trims to fresh cuts for school, we've got your family covered. Book your appointment online today at the Las Vegas location nearest you. Cookie Cutters Haircuts for Kids, where haircuts are fun.
I wondered if the Raiders would declare an onside kick, still down 3 scores because they could not get the 2-point conversion. They have not. 34-16 with 12:57 to go in the fourth. And remember, you can tell right now with the new kickoff rules, this is the second year of that, the dynamic kickoff.
Right.
At any point in the game this year, if you are trailing, you can declare an onside kick. Where 2 teams have recovered those this year, but the Raiders not electing to do that here. Carlson. Line drive, kickoff, angling towards the near corner, and here comes Luke McCaffrey out across the 20, angling to the middle of the field, and there's space, and he falls down. Tackled by the turf monster at the 28-yard line. And you know, I feel like we've said this in every return, Kurt. Right. There has been space, and they've got a 69-yard kickoff return, and they've got a 90-yard punt return for a touchdown.
I don't know if there was a turf monster, honestly. I really felt like his eyes got so wide, he saw the hole that was opening up, and he tried to get to another gear. Jason, it just didn't get there fast enough.
So the Raiders defense needs a defensive stop immediately, which would be brought to you by Coors Light, an official beer of Raider Nation, made to chill. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly. Chris Rodriguez, who started this game for Washington, is in the backfield. Pistol formation for Mariota. He takes the snap, he hands it off, hops into the hole, and he's spun down. Landon Roberts met him there. Picks up 1, out to the 30. 12:45 and counting. Raiders, it goes without speaking. You got to get off the field immediately.
You guys just make stops. Just make tackles. And right now, look, Caillou Kelly got beat on the previous drive. So what you're saying now is got to stay on top and just tackle. The corners have to be up. Right now, Darian Porter in at corner for Caillou Kelly.
These are his first defensive snaps of his young rookie career. Third-round pick out of Iowa State is lined up across Chris Moore. Mariota the snap. He fakes it. He's rolling out to his left. He dumps it short. It's caught by McCaffrey, and he's chased down. Jermaine Pratt tracks him down at the 36-yard line. It was 2nd and 9. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Into the Raiders bench. No Terry McLaurin on the field. He is questionable to return with a quad injury. Remember, he dove for that touchdown that was eventually ruled down a yard before the end zone. So he is not on the field. So the Commanders going with Chris Moore along with Luke McCaffrey and Jalen Lane. They've got Jeremy McNichols in the game, but the running back at the moment is slot right in an empty set for Mariota. He's at the 31 on the left hash. He takes the snap. He's looking left over the middle. It's caught out near midfield. Chris Moore crumples to the turf right at the 50. He picks up 13 and a first down.
A little bit too much room. And that's Darian Porter. I get it. His first opportunity, Jason, playing corner in the NFL in a regular season game, but would love to see him a little more tighter, especially in that down and distance. That was just too much room, and that was an easy throw from Mariota and a completion when they had more than enough for a first down.
Commanders today have outgained the Raiders 343 to 218. Again, pistol formation for the veteran Mariota, starting for the first time since 2022. Hands it off to Rodriguez, trying the right side. Flag flies. Hit immediately and brought down. Adam Butler made the stop. This is going to be against Washington. Be a gain of 1. We'll see if Pete Carroll decides to accept this and push him back.
Illegal shift by the offense. This penalty is declined by Las Vegas at 2nd down.
Because you got to get the ball back.
Yeah, you're trying to preserve time.
You don't. Why 40 more seconds?
Yeah, give him an extra play and take some of the time off the clock. Wouldn't want to do that. Raiders bringing in their big nickel package. Jamal Adams, Tyree Wilson comes in. Landon Roberts and Thomas Booker go out.
Rodriguez to the right of Mariota with 10:40 clock now winding again. Second down, quick throw, McCaffrey heading upfield. He is inside the 45 on the left hash down at the 43-yard line. Picked up, they'll mark him at the 44, so it'll be 3rd down and 3. Again, Raiders down 18 here in Washington. And it's been right from the get-go.
Right.
An opening kickoff return, 69 yards, set him up for a short field. Mariota capped it off with a 2-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders have never had the lead. They did tie it at 10 before Washington reeled off 24 unanswered points. And they're letting the clock wind down to 11 seconds on the play clock. McNichols in the backfield. He's got a 60-yard touchdown run today. If they just try and pound this right up the middle. They do. Give it to McNichols. He's hit. He gets out of the first tackle. He's got the first down. Max Crosby came flying off the edge and drilled Mariota, but he didn't have the football. McNichols did, and he scampers forward for 4 yards.
And Mariota lets him know about it, too. I don't think he appreciated that one. Max Crosby got him right underneath the chin, and yet he said, I don't have the football. It's the first down from the Commanders, and that one's a little bit disappointing right there because you felt like if he crashes down on the running back, maybe you got an opportunity, but he's got to play to the quarterback. I think just like gave him a little extra. Mariota didn't like that.
McNichols stays in the ball game. Only touched it 3 times, but for 67 yards and a touchdown. He touches it for the 4th time, and he hops through, and he breaks through, and he's into a bear hug. Darian Porter, but not before McNichols picks up 9 yards right through the middle. That'll be 2nd down and 1. But check that, they got him across the 30, so it's a 1st down and a 10-yard gain.
There's just too many yards. This is disappointing when you're looking at this Raiders rush defense today. And now you're putting this on tape. You know, as a former defender, you don't want to put bad tape out there. And this is what the league's going to see. They're going to see how the Raiders have just inability to consistently tackle today and win first down. I talk about winning first down on offense, but defense, too many times we've seen just 4 or 5 yard gains on first down running the football.
Stafford motions right to left. Rodriguez, Mariota was going to keep it. Now he's hit from behind and spun down by Max Crosby. So you mentioned it earlier, Kirk. At some point, he's going to keep that and try to go off the backside, which he did earlier in the game. Devin White did a good job hanging out there, and then Crosby brought him down for a tackle for loss.
Yeah, is that a sack? Of Mariota. He tackled the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage.
No, definitely a tackle for a loss.
We'll get the update on that one.
At the moment, they have not credited Crosby for a sack. They have given him what is his 3rd tackle for loss of the season. Remember, last week he had one that forced a fumble. So his 2nd and 11 on the 30th. Field goal would still keep it a 21-point game. Mariota hands it off again. Rodriguez trying the middle. Crosby's there. They stack him up with Devin White. There's all this feistiness here. But,
right.
The reality is the holes have been big, and the Commanders have just leaned on the Raiders' front 7.
Yeah, I think it's just a frustration for the Raiders defense. Like, there's just some plays today that you felt like we could have been better at. And so now you realize you're at the point of a game where they're going to run the football.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I know what you're about to do, but can you stop it?
Yeah. Well, the answer to this has been no all game. 10th play of the drive coming up for the Commanders after the Raiders touchdown to Trey Tucker. Mariota's going to put it in the air. He's got all day to throw. Angling for the far left corner, and no one's there. He thought his receiver was going outside, thought Jalen Lane was going to head towards the pylon. Instead, he cut towards the middle.
Yeah, is this intentional grounding, though? Because there's nobody over there.
There is nobody over there.
And there's the flag. There it is. I was waiting for it.
And he was inside the pocket.
He was inside the pocket with the rush. And
I would say this. I mean, look, 6:55 to go.
Right.
Who knows? But
intentional grounding by the offense. He was in the pocket. There was nobody in the area, and he was under duress. It's a loss of down. It's 4th down.
So because of that, too, it's where the ball was.
Yeah, and they push you out of field goal range.
So we saw Matt Gay make from 56 earlier here in this ball game. Where Mariota threw that football was at the 37-yard line. They will spot him. Well, they're giving him the 39-yard line. So instead of trying to kick a 57-yarder here with Matt Gay, wherever you miss, you give the Raiders the ball near midfield. Dan Quinn does what you'd expect him to do, and he sends out the punter, Trent Sway. Trey Tucker stalking the 9-yard line for the Raiders. We'll see if they can get any pressure here up the middle on the punter. Down to 8 on the play clock. They snap it off. No real pressure. He gets it away. Trey Tucker's not even going to make a play for it, and it's caught by the Commanders at the 7-yard line. Fielded underneath Anthony Hamilton, called up from the practice squad, and another special teams play. And so the Raiders are backed up on their own 7-yard line. 6:48 to go. 34-16. Raiders in a massive hole. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Rahan Naqvi with Naqvi Injury Law, here to give you some facts before you pick an injury lawyer. Fact 1. A lot of lawyers say they're the best, but only Naqvi won Best of Las Vegas Gold 11 straight times. Fact 2. Over 1,000 of our cases were referred to us from other lawyers. When other lawyers trust you to handle their cases, you should too. Focus on the facts when picking a lawyer. Call Naqvi at 702-INJURED.
Alltech Lansing has been perfecting sound since 1927, so you can elevate your Las Vegas Raiders tailgate with legendary audio. Raider Nation, make some noise at your next tailgate with a Sound Rover 180, complete with 6 hours of playtime, microphone, party light modes, and a portable trolley-style design. Visit alltechlansing.com/Raiders15 for 15% off your Sound Rover 180. That's ALTECLANSING.com/Raiders15 for 15% off. Alltech Lansing, an official audio partner of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Go on, get a little out there. Travel beyond Nevada's neon glow. Drive where the stars sparkle and the desert goes and goes. Visit a world apart. See some funky art. Find anything and everything in Nevada's heart. Go on, get a little out there. Start planning your trip at travelnevada.com.
Tim Cates inside our Silver and Black studios with a scoreboard update brought to you by Shift 4 Payments. Experience the future of payments with Shift 4, the official payments partner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Visit shift4.com to learn more. Under 8 minutes to go, fourth quarter in Nashville. The Colts lead the Tennessee Titans 34-20. 6 minutes to go, fourth quarter in Philadelphia. Rams clinging to a 26-21 lead over Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. 3 minutes to go, fourth quarter in Charlotte. The Carolina Panthers on their way to their first win of the season, shutting out the Falcons 30-0. Let's go back inside Northwest Stadium. Jason, Kirk, guys.
All right, Tim. League has talked a lot about the close games for the first 2 weeks of the season. That has not been the case so far here early in week 3.
Is this Separation Sunday?
Well, I don't know. But between Carolina and Minnesota, I mean, Carson Wentz, 48-3. And they got hammered at home last week by the Falcons, who were down 30-0 to Carolina.
Jason, this is what they call a week-to-week league, my man.
Geno Smith back to throw. He's pressured near the end zone. He's racing out to his right, giving chase. He pumps, and he dumps it into the Raiders bench. He did get way outside the pocket on the far sideline. And, he had Brock Bowers down the seam, but there was a player behind him. And if you're looking for that type of positive today, Kirk, there has not been a turnover.
Correct.
So if you are looking for that, you've got that.
I think he's been better than he was on Monday.
Yes.
So
but he hasn't had any time to throw.
Right. But he hasn't made those decisions where you put the ball in harm's way.
On 2nd and 10 for Geno Smith. Raiders backed up inside their own 7. He's back to throw. He's in his end zone. He takes the shot. Got Trey Tucker out across the 20 for a first down, just outside the right numbers. That has been a developing situation today, and Tucker's got 7 catches for 83 yards and 2 scores.
Yeah, one of the reasons why he's the only one creating separation from the defender.
They're going fast. Geno's pumping. He's got to get out of there again. Trying to find Thornton. He goes low, and he makes the catch and rolls out of bounds into the Commanders' sideline. He's out across the 40. They pick up another first down. So the Raiders now on the move. Dante Thornton has his first catch of week number 3.
Yeah, nice job by Thornton coming back to the football, seeing that his quarterback was under duress, came back to that football and got the catch.
34-16. We're inside of 6 minutes to go. Raiders down 18. Gino back to throw again. He's looking right. He pumps. He heads towards the sideline, and he overshoots 2 receivers. Brock Bowers was angling out of bounds at the 50. Trey Tucker was at the Commanders' 45. So it'll be second down. Gino today, 15 of 25 for 197, 2 touchdowns. So only 60%. His quarterback rating is 111. He has been sacked 5 times. And he's kept so many plays alive, Kirk.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have been sacked 8 or 9 times.
That's a great point. How many throwaways that he had today as well?
And second and 10 for the Raiders, their own 42. Right to left, heading towards our near side. Commanders come with a blitz. Gino's back to throw. He's got Dante Thornton streaking right to left across the 45, lowers the shoulder. He's got midfield. He's about a yard shy of the marker. Noah Igbenogany made the tackle. It'll be 3rd down and 1 in his obvious 4-down situation.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we see more of this toward the future of this season for the Raiders.
Early in the game.
Yeah, earlier in the game. These catch and run elements for Tucker and Thornton, they got some unbelievable world-class speed just getting him the ball.
Dylan Laube in the game. He gets a handoff through the right side. He's popped and he's upended. What a tackle. Jeremy Reeves getting the time with the injury to Will Harris, and he drilled him for a loss. It's 4th down.
Man, Jeremy Reeves, wow. He's always been the special teams guy, known for special teams. But you mentioned it, Jason, because of these injuries in the secondary, Jeremy Reeves getting a chance to play some real live defense as a safety, and he came up and put the hammer on Dylan Laube.
Laube still in the ball game. He gets the handoff trying to squirt through the middle, and I don't know, Kirk. He got it across the 50, but he needed to get to the 48. I don't think he got the first down.
Yeah, he's short.
Ruling on the board is that the runner was short of the line of gain. It is a turnover on down. First down, Washington.
And no Ashton Jeanty on that play.
Yeah.
You know, you love Dylan Laube, but you would love to see Ashton Jeanty in these moments. And him not being there, Laube just comes up short. You got to know where that marker is. And Laube's kind of leaning forward, but, you know, honestly, he really didn't have a chance. Just good defense, especially with Bobby Wagner bearing down on that run play.
So the Commanders take over. It's going to be a Washington win. That stop ends all hope. Mariota in the pistol and Krosky Merritt back in the game too. Now, there's going to be a lot to talk about after this one before the Bears come to town next week. Bill Krosky Merritt hit from Adam Butler, spun down right around the line. It was a 20-10 game at the half. The Commanders have scored a couple of touchdowns here in the second half, including a 90-yard punt return for a touchdown. Pete Carroll does elect to use his first of 3 timeouts.
And those cheers from the fans are Commanders owner Josh Harris now walking down on the field. And you mentioned it earlier, how different coming here has been. You said it's your first trip. I played here as a player, as a member of the Raiders, but the cheers for their owner, Josh Harris, and also Jaden Daniels on the sideline. You couldn't ask for a better Sunday for those guys.
Not that I have anything to do with outcome. But my record against backup quarterbacks as the announcer of this team is not good. It is not good.
Yeah, look,
Andy Dalton last year, Tyson Bagent 2 years ago.
It's just
Baker
different.
Mayfield off the bus, 2022.
But I tell you before the game, right? Other parts of your team say, you know what, we've got to step it up. And that area was special teams for the Commanders today. Hey, we're out our quarterback. We're down. Who's going to step up? The special teams unit did that.
They burst right through. Max Crosby off the line, and he's got a sack of Mariota back to the 40-yard line. He came flying off the line when they snapped that football and does have a sack. Max Crosby, 7 tackles, a sack, now 2 tackles for a loss. And again, look, we all are well aware of the success and how good Max Crosby has been.
Correct.
Unfortunately, I think we saw this last week against the Chargers when they tried. It didn't happen in the first 3 quarters when the game was in doubt.
Absolutely.
You know, it's all coming late.
And yes, it goes in the stat sheet at the end of the year. You say, wow, how many? But the impactful plays.
Yep.
And Max knows that. He'll tell you that. He wants to get off to a fast start.
Yep.
And he's doing a great job. The hard part is that teams are doing their best at limiting him in those opportunities, putting extra blockers on him, whether it's tight ends or running backs.
Quick throw right side, Jalen Lane, and he's met immediately by White and Crosby. So they threw down the line of scrimmage. Raiders take their final timeout with 4:29 in a 18-point Raiders game. Or excuse me, an 18-point Commanders game. Later, the broadcast will announce the player of the game. Brought to you by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the official soft drink of the Las Vegas Raiders. 34-16, 4:31 to go. Commanders, the numbers have started to come down here because of, they've taken their foot off the gas. But they have run for 198 yards. The Raiders today, look, a better rushing performance.
Correct.
Right, they got a couple of windows for Ashton Genty. But, and they have run the ball more. But just 84 yards on the ground, and Geno Smith has been hounded the entire game. So Tressway to punt it away. Trey Tucker waiting for it. The left foot, boot, spiral, angling Tucker. Bounces underneath it at the 11. He angles towards the right side, stays on his feet, cuts up field, and he's out to the 17-yard line. So 51-yard punt and an 8-yard return. Trey Tucker a little slow to get up, and that, look, if you're down 18 in a game like this where he has had a breakout game, if you're looking for a positive, Trey Tucker has certainly been a positive.
Yeah, you talk about player of the game. To me, he's been my guy today.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, and really, to me, finding his way through this offense. We always talked about Brock Bowers, but with Bowers being banged up, who's going to be the next player to step up? Today it was Trey Tucker.
Amir White in the backfield to start this drive for Geno Smith, who is looking left. Fires it out to Brock Bowers. He's got a little bit of space. Makes a man miss. He's down the near sideline and finally shoved out of bounds out across the 35-yard line where he will see where they spot him. But that's really the first sign of life they've been able to get Brock Bowers free.
Man, that looked like the Brock Bowers I'm used to, right? And you're thinking about already moving toward next week, getting him on that 7-day rest schedule. See how quickly you can get him back to 100%.
Dumps it short, Zamir White. He turns the corner, and he's brought down from behind at the 40. Bowers got out to the 35, so he picked up 18 yards on the completion. It's now 2nd and 5 as the Raiders are trying to use some speed here. Down 18. We're inside of 4 minutes to go. Raiders now out of timeouts. Geno Smith takes the snap, and he's looking left. Pressure comes again. Oh, he's got a man open down the field. It's Tucker in stride inside the 20 to the 10. Touchdown, Tucker. His 3rd touchdown of the game is a 61-yard strike. The trifecta for Trey. And the Raiders not done yet with 3:42 to go.
Man, what a throw by Geno. He just bought a little bit of time. The speed of Trey Tucker is on display today here in Washington. Just running right behind a secondary who's already down a couple players, but he ran right by Sanders. He ran right by him, and Geno hit him in stride for his 3rd touchdown of the day.
Trey Tucker, 8 catches for 145 yards and 3 touchdowns. Career highs for Trey across the board. His first career 100-yard game. Now they're going for 2. Geno Smith back to throw. Eyeing the middle. Fires Brock Bowers at the goal line. Turns. He's in. They've got the 2-point conversion to Brock. And it's a 10-point game with 3:42 to go.
You compete. Yes, today hasn't been your day, but man, this right here, Jason, this is how you compete. As long as there's minutes still on the clock, there's seconds on the clock, you give everything that you got. You mentioned earlier, we're looking at the sideline. I'm looking at this Raiders sideline. It looks different than how it looked in the beginning of the game. A couple things go for you, and now all of a sudden you've got some bounce to your step. You can maybe get a recovery here of an onside kick if they attempt it.
Yeah. Well, you got to attempt it. You're out of timeouts. This is 100% about to be an onside kick.
They're already huddling up over there. But, man, that sideline is bouncing up and down a little bit. There's a little pep to their step. And finally, Geno Smith with time. When he's had time to throw, he's executed, man. He's made his throws when he's had time.
Yep. So there have been a lot of big plays. Geno Smith today, the numbers right now, and again.
They line up for the onside.
Yeah, Geno Smith, 19 of 29 for 289 and 3 touchdown passes. No picks. Sacked 5 times. Again, he is fighting to the finish here.
This whole team is, man. That's how you fight.
The Raiders have not converted an onside kick since 2017. The same year, the last time the Raiders were in this stadium. They came here 2-0. They lost that game, and kind of the season fell off. So Carlson has it teed up, left hash mark on the 35, attempting the onside kick to stay in the game. He bounces it at the 40, takes a Raiders bounce, and it's recovered. And Washington has it at the 46-yard line. Deebo Samuel on the hands team came up to make it and give Washington the football. Now, if the Raiders can get a couple of stops, they can get the ball back again, so you never know. But they are out of timeouts with 3:41 to go here in the ball game, and Washington up 10.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, but you still got to make a couple stops here. You still got an opportunity. You mentioned a 2-minute timeout, so you may have some time to make some things happen.
Yeah, you can get the ball back. Washington, they snap it here. Probably would have a 4th down coming up after the 2-minute timeout. But you got to get stops here. Chris Rodriguez in a pistol behind Mariota. He gets the snap. He turns to the left side. He hands it off. The hole's closed. And Porter comes up to make the tackle at the 43-yard line. Again, Darian Porter getting some time here. The rookie out of Iowa State. Kyu Blue-Kelly played well. Porter has replaced him, although Kelly got beat on that 57-yard pass to Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, just eyes in the backfield on that throw, that 57-yard play, or 56-yard play. Went down at the 1-yard line, but Darian Porter now getting some action with his first tackle of the game.
Raiders will have the Bears coming to Allegiant Stadium next week before heading to Indianapolis to take on what looks like a juggernaut in the 3-0 Colts. They're up 3 touchdowns today at Tennessee. Mariota's going to have to snap this with about 2:57 left on the clock. He does take the snap. He does hand it off to Rodriguez, and he is bottled up by Laulu and pushed backwards by Pratt. They will have to snap 3rd down and 8.
Before the 2 minutes.
On this side of the 2-minute warning. So if the Raiders can get a stop, they'll get the ball back just inside of the 2-minute warning. Again, you never know. Down 24 here to start the 4th quarter. It is now a 10-point game, 34-24 with 2:35.
There's a lot of fans who went to the exits, and now they're just saying, wait, hold on. Let's come back. They're standing in the stairwells now. They're on the concourse just yet. Some anxious moments here. Especially if the Raiders can get a stop right here on 3rd down.
Down to 5. Washington still kind of standing around. We'll see if Dan Quinn takes a timeout with 2 and 1. And they did take a timeout. So they burn one of their final 2 remaining timeouts with 2:11 on the clock. Now, look, it's 3rd down and 6. They're on the Raiders 42. Conventional wisdom, Kirk says you're running the football here, but if you're running the football, you're only getting 11 seconds off the clock.
That's true.
Are you sure you're not putting this up in the air?
Yeah, it's a decision to be made. But I think with a 2-score game, I can run it here. If it's a 1-score game, probably a little bit different. But being 2 scores, that
you did just give up. Now listen, again, we're up here. I'm watching Trey Tucker run through this defense here, and remember, the Commanders at the moment are missing Trey Amos, they're missing Marshawn Lattimore, and they're missing Will Harris. That is 3/4 of your starting secondary.
But time is my ally.
Sure it is.
And you can't stop the clock anymore after the 2-minute warning. So I'm running the ball here knowing I still have one more play after this on a 4th down.
We will see if you and I are in sync. 2 tight ends to the right. Zach Ertz, the tight end to the left. Rodriguez in the backfield. Mariota is going to throw. He's eyeing left over the middle. Wide open. 25-yard line. McCaffrey. He's off to the races near pylon. Touchdown, Washington. Oh, I hate to say I told you so, but Mariota for a 42-yard touchdown pass and the icing on the cake.
You can't let anybody just go wide open. When you put the ball in Marcus Mariota's hands, to a point where the ball, if it's there, you throw it. If not, throw the screen play. It was going to be a high percentage throw, but Luke McCaffrey was wide open. I mean, wide open. There was not a Raider in sight. So what could have been a high percentage throw to the left looked like a screen or something where Mariota would keep the clock moving. They just found a wide open McCaffrey who raced into the end zone.
Extra point is good, 41-20. Luke McCaffrey, his first career touchdown. Wow. You know how many Christian McCaffrey has scored when he has been healthy, both with Carolina and San Francisco. His younger brother, son of Ed McCaffrey. That is his first. 3rd-round pick last year out of Rice, former quarterback. So Washington 41, Raiders 24. They're going to fall to 1-2 on the season, Kirk, yet again. It's about to be the 4th consecutive season that the Raiders fall to 1-2.
And so they are going to have to regroup. The Bears come to town next week. Chicago is about to kick things off at home with Dallas. All the pressure on Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson. But that offense has the ability to score. Bears defense has been picked apart this year, giving up the most points in the NFL the first 2 weeks.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I always try to look for positives. And the positives are the Raiders played back-to-back teams that were playoff teams a year ago. And the teams that I think right now, currently, when you look at them, are ahead of the Raiders in terms of where they're at, in terms of the way their roster is fielded. The Chargers, we think, are a contender in the AFC. And you go on the road to the team that played in the NFC Championship game a year ago.
Yeah.
You're kind of behind the 8 ball. I just thought we would have a much better performance and show much better than what we played against last Monday versus the Chargers.
On the kickoff return, Dylan Lowry trying the middle of the field. He caught it at the 6. He takes it out to the 30. So 1:59, so that brings us to the 2-minute warning. In front of what looks like about 30% left of the fans still in attendance, but they are all walking back to their cars, at least the ones from the home team happy. It is Washington 41, Las Vegas 24. 2-minute warning. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now.
Allegiant, the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Nonstop flights from Las Vegas to Santa Maria, California, one way for as low as $44. Must be purchased by 10/12/2025 for travel between 9/18/2025 and 5/17/2026. Seats and dates are limited. Restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
Need better internet? Cox Internet has the fast, reliable speeds you're looking for. Perfect for seamless streaming, gaming, and working from home. And now get Cox 300 meg internet with a 2-year plan price lock guarantee, plus equipment included. Oh yeah! So get your household up to speed. Switch to Cox Internet today. Taxes and fees excluded from price guarantee.
Businesses across the country are committed to getting things back to how they were. Shift 4 is committed to helping them get there. We're the leader in integrated payment processing, making things safer and more secure for businesses of all shapes and sizes, from the neighborhood bar and grill to the biggest resort casinos on the Strip. And now, the proud payments partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. Visit shift4.com to get started.
Vegas Raiders football is brought to you by Allegiant, the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Low fares, nonstop flights booked now, only at Allegiant.com. If you're looking for positives in the 17-point deficit, Trey Tucker is just the third Raider ever with 145 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns in the same game. He is the first to do it since Warren Wells in 1970. So if you're looking for something here, Kirk, he has had a breakout performance. 8 catches with 145 and 3 touchdowns, so that's great. A lot of that has come here in the second half. We'll see what the Raiders can do. 159 out of timeouts. See what the offense can put up. They have given up 400 yards of offense to Washington, 200 on the ground. Alex Bachman is slot left. They take the snap, and the Raiders are going to run it through the right side, and Zamir White falls forward out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. So down 17 here, Kirk. Yeah. Ashton Genty's been on the sideline here in most of this fourth quarter.
Yeah,
Brock Bowers not on the field either.
Man, Genty's just on the sideline holding his helmet by the yard marker. And not here down the stretch. Even though the game's out of balance, could be some valuable reps for a young Genty.
They run it again. Zamir White through the hole at the 35, out near the 40. They'll give him the 38-yard line. So the Raiders content here, Kirk, to just run this clock down and take that long flight back to Vegas. They will have one more Eastern time zone 1 o'clock kick here in the early part of the season after the Bears game next week. Week 5 will be in Indianapolis, and oh man, does that test look difficult, right? Daniel Jones and the Colts have scored 33 or more in each, or excuse me, 28 or more in each of their first 3 games.
This guy, how fast
Colts
he is.
won today 41-20 at Tennessee. Remember, they crushed the Dolphins week 1, 33-8. 3rd and 2 for the Raiders. Geno Smith, it's a handoff again to Zamir White. Right side, can't get any push. And it's going to be 4th down.
That may be the last play of this game.
Yeah. The Raiders do not have to snap it again. Play clock and the game clock are both pretty much exact. Geno Smith is walking near the referee. They are trying to just end this football game without any more injuries. Michael Mayer left today. He was out with a concussion. Brock Bowers came into this game with the knee injury. The Raiders are huddled up. It looks like they're going to snap this one more time. Yeah, maybe not. Geno Smith just walked out of the huddle. Now he gives a high five to Von Miller, who sacked him, one of the 5 sacks for the Commanders. And Dan Quinn from our near sideline, dressed all in black, heading out across the field to meet Pete Carroll, who was first met by Bobby Wagner. A long embrace for those two. Carroll drafted him in Seattle, a Hall of Fame career for Wagner, who had a massive impact in the game. The clock hits 000 and the Commanders win. Las Vegas comes to Washington, and they lose to this franchise for a 5th straight time. Final score today from Northwest Stadium, Commanders 41 and the Raiders 24. A very, very disappointing outcome here today, Kirk.
Yeah.
And really it felt that way from the first quarter.
It just, last week it was the first offensive snap that was an interception by Geno Smith against the Chargers. And today it was the opening kickoff. The Raiders actually won the toss and deferred. You want to put your defense out there first, but before the defense could even get out there, a 70-yard kickoff return by Deebo Samuel really set the tempo, the tone of this football game. And similar to last week, it always felt like the Raiders were playing catch-up before a score was even on the board.
And again, final numbers look okay. Offense 354 yards and 24 points, but it was 34-10 to the fourth quarter.
Right.
So that, there's that, right? There's that balance of what the numbers say. And Geno Smith's numbers look great.